The day of the hairy freak or the fat slob is practically gone.
Let the party begin. I've got snacks.
Hey, look at us. We did it again. Another 7 days round the sun. Welcome to WCW Deep Cuts Live. We are live in every country except for the Dominican Republic, where we're on a 7-day delay. I just made that up. I don't know. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, this isn't live, so stop acting like I'm mean for not responding to the chat. Tune in on Tuesdays on Twitch. Anyway, my name is Tom. My name's down there. Again, this is WCW Deep Cuts Live. We're every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. On Tommy Tuesday, we gather to watch the quote-unquote forgotten television classics from World Championship Wrestling in the 1990s. Hello to everybody in the Erotic of Eric Fontaine fan club, aka the chat. Glad to have you all here. Another Tuesday night. Next couple of hours, we're gonna watch some WCW Pro from September 1996. We'll have some fun doing it. So, welcome back, Brian Dermody. He's back from Grenoble in the French Alps, or just France in general. But no, Brian's back, and I think I'm happy for that. I think I'm very happy that Brian's back. You know what else I'm happy about? My Weirdo Empire! Thank you all, everybody in the Weirdo Empire who has thrown down your cash-earned dollars. Cash-earned dollars? I don't know what that is. Throwing down your money to help me out over on the YouTube channel. We do Not Quite Wrestling, our monthly members only stream. We'll be doing that in a couple weeks. We've already picked out what we're going to watch. And it'll be a blast when that happens. So that'll be a fun thing. So yeah, thank you to everybody in the Weirdo Empire. Now, speaking of everybody here, check out the Discord. Most of the folks here are in the Discord. Go ahead. We keep the chat going 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 on leap years. Go join the Discord now. I've plugged it last week as well, but make sure to check out my newest video about the Dungeon of Doom. I will have a new one out later this week about the most underrated tag teams in WCW history. So check that out when it comes up. But for now, check out the Dungeon of Doom video I made. Just a stream of consciousness recap of that storyline. And spoiler alert, I figured out that Kevin Sullivan's working through some family issues in that storyline. So anyway, one more thing, solemn notes before we get started. R.I.P. Chuck Coates, longtime WCW enhancement wrestler, one of the first wrestlers to really embrace the WCW Deep Cuts thing. He would send me messages all the time about the stuff I would post, and he was a source of a couple of the shorts, a couple of the stories I tell in the shorts. He was the source, or he was the guy that was like, hey, you need to look into this. Chuck passed away over the weekend, and it sucks. R.I.P. Chuck Coates. He's a good guy, a good fella. So without any further ado, we're 5 minutes into this thing almost. It's 9:04 on the East Coast. That's 5 if you round up. We haven't watched a damn second of wrestling yet. We need to fix that now. Let's go back to 1996. Check out WCW Pro on the Superstation with that fucking weasel, Chris Cruz. Let's go. As always, let me know how things sound. Oh my God. Yes, R.I.P. Jaka.
The number of that leprechaun? Oh,
Love you too, B. Clark for Dark.
The number. The leprechauns have numbers?
Not this one. I don't believe
Oh,
in
The fake white kin.
Oh, I get it.
Look at
now,
that stuff.
yeah.
What the fuck? Why are you yelling?
Worse than talking to the
Why are you
fan.
yelling,
you
Chris
what.
Cruz?
What an agile big man this is right here. You talking about Hugh Morris?
But yeah, thank you, the
And there is
fake
no
white
laughing matter when
kin.
he's in there. And our bottom line is,
Johnny
we're talking
Boone in the
about
ring.
live television. There's nothing
Oh,
like
shit.
TNT Monday Night Nitro
Got Nick
Live.
Patrick right off the bat. By the way, Nick Patrick, a fucking coward. On the podcast Heat YouTube channel. It's the Conrad verse. Or the Conrad verse. Nick Patrick will do like a live Q&A sometimes on that YouTube channel. And I popped into the chat and I dropped the cue. I was like, hey brother, why are you always holding onto the rope? Was it a medical thing? Motherfucker ignored me. Optimum Vision, thank you for upping that sub.
Macho Man Savage has the shot at Halloween Havoc.
Hype train has started.
Hogan for the Holy Grail, the championship belt.
I was not talking about Hugh Morris, little Demonculus. If I wanted to talk about my TikTok DMs, I'd bring him up, but I'm not. Look at that sweet little ponytail. Hey, Turtle, hello. He does look like a doughy Riddler. Yes, Chris Cruz is a snitch. Infamous snitch. He will call a state athletic commission if he thinks you're too violent. I'm so sorry to hear that Yankee Hawk meetings suck. Meetings suck.
Against the four horsemen, and who could be happier?
What the fuck?
Will DiBiase be there?
Oh!
In his darn
Right on his hip. Eee, brother.
the darn black spray paint.
Exactly.
And Hugh Morris has laid out Johnny Boone. And hey, who can blame Eric Bischoff for getting out of there after what happened a few? Hey! Oh, look out!
There we go.
That's no laughing matter for
That's
Hugh
a
Morris.
minivan
And
doing a flip.
1, 2, and 3, and what is he screaming?
Oh, gotcha.
Boy, what a maneuver for a man. 300
Matthew,
pounds.
let's go.
Backwards lands with a force.
Hell yeah. We got a Matthew, let's go. I could save you $1,000 on taxes. Bleh. The Horsemen never turned full baby because they just kind of became baby faces after the NWO started. It was a squash match, Sir Rossifer. We are on the turning platform. Oh my god, blood is going to run cold. My blood is very cold. It got very cold here in Indiana last week. Everything I hear about Marla's work, Brian, I hate them. I hate all of them. Chris Cruz is just a weasel. He just lives to bitch about things.
Spray paints, surprises, and sneak attacks from the New World Order.
I'm sure Chris Cruz thought that line was real clever going into this recap or whatever this is. This is a hell of a Nitro, by the way. Last year I joined the folks for Between the Sheets, Chris and Vix, and we covered that Nitro. It's a hell of a Nitro. The heat is ridiculous. I mean, the WWF did it well into the 2000s. They did squash matches on like Heat and stuff. Hell yeah, Optimum Vision, congratulations. Go to that new department, Thrive, Survive. Proud of you. Hell yeah, congrats. At least she makes good money. That's all. That's honestly all that matters in our shitty capitalist society. It looked like Hogan was trying to gig himself with the spray paint there. He comes up and he's got blood poisoning. Yeah, it's a small venue, but it's a great venue. Everyone was on top of each other. Everyone was rabid all night. It was great.
Again, folks, we are back in the control center.
Hey, it's Gene sitting on his little stool. Hey, Mike Cicerone's here. Hell yes, Mike Cicerone's back. Missed you, buddy.
This exclusive pay-per-view telecast will be held live Sunday, September the 15th, beginning at 7 Eastern Time, 4 on the West Coast. Here's what you need to do. Call your cable operator.
Here's what you need to do.
Availability. Satellite dish owners.
Not what you want to do, what you need to do.
War Games is more than just the match. It is
Thank you, Mike.
Glad
to have you. And Gene lost his little fake workstation. They're just like, hey, there's a stool and a green screen.
As WCW meets the NWO for the honor of World Championship Wrestling. Lex Luger,
for the
Sting,
honor.
Anderson, and Ric Flair come together for this one night.
Like it's their wife.
Hollywood, Hulk Hogan, and
Hulk Hogan, Hall Nash.
Of the New World Order.
Like if I'm just flipping by, I'm like, oh shit, it's the wrestling show. It's like, who's this Hall Nash guy that Hulk Hogan's teaming up with?
I suspect that he's finally going to make his long-awaited appearance at Fall Brawl. Who knows? There could even be a fifth man.
There could be 7, 8 guys in that cage.
Rey Mysterio Jr. defends against arch rival Super Calo.
Arch rival.
Chavo Guerrero Jr. defends family and
also,
honor
that was like Chavo's like second or third match in WCW, and I think it was like his 10th match ever.
And newcomer Chris Jericho has the task of beating Chris Benoit of the Four Horsemen. It is so
to pull up porn. Yeah, they had to put blocks on Gene's control center computer. By the way, Rev Ray, glad to hear the Dean show on Saturday was a big success.
This is the one you don't want to miss.
Glad to hear that went off without a hitch. I'm into Super Calo, Green Boy. We're going to mark him off early. Jonathan mark off the Armstrong bingo spot. We got 2 Armstrongs. We got Steve and we got Scott. Wearing those Georgia jackets in fucking Florida. Who is the most likely in the WCW locker room to watch porn on the computer, no headphones? Not at this point, Jericho. I don't think Jericho.
At the last Nitro, they gave Luger and Sting and Flair.
I would go.
A common bond. These guys are all.
I'd go Hugh Morris.
All directed.
We just saw him a minute ago.
Hogan made a big mistake there, and that may cause.
But I also think he's watching. You know what? B. Clark for Dark. I wasn't even thinking of non-wrestlers. You're correct, Terry Taylor, because it's in a fucking lawsuit.
Great analogy of what happened and what should happen. And I know that there are certain things that I feel that are different.
I don't think it's a double mark, because you can't mark the same spot twice in a bingo game. There we go. The Public Enemy. But yeah, the answer is Terry Taylor, because in the Conan TNA lawsuit, it states that Terry Taylor was watching pornography in the TNA locker room on his phone. No earbuds. So, yep, that's it.
Anytime they bring the plunder, you got to look out. Plunder is in the house.
Yes, Dix will never let that go, and rightfully so. Ricky Morton went goth. Could you imagine trying to do a table spot with the ring spinning, and like you dive out of the ring to go to the table and you just miss?
Right after these messages, we're back in a moment.
There's so many fucking commercial breaks on this show.
On WCW Pro on TBS Destination Sunday. Cruz, the Dream, the Legend, the Gentleman.
Yeah, Destination Sunday, because they paired this with National Geographic.
For Halloween Havoc and tomorrow night, WCW's Monday Nitro.
Well, you know, I want to go back to what we talked about real quick. Legendary lads.
Lady bathing suits.
Great analogy of what
the old lady bathing suits, the little strap thing.
Tomorrow night live on TNT Monday Nitro. And right here today, we have talked about so much. But let me tell you something we forget sometimes.
Come on, Randy Anderson. Don't run in front of the camera.
Takeover of anything. You must have a leader that is far superior or thinks he is than anybody else. When you take a man like Hulkamania, Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk
Is he
Hogan,
applying a
who has
headlock
headlined every
incorrectly?
major event in the history of the world,
Like
has been
the
biggest
one
box
move
office star in
everybody
the
knows how
history
to
of the
do?
world, has
Why
been
the fuck is Randy Anderson squatting right in front of the hard
and
cam?
then turn him into a thug,
He knows
reincarnated
better.
you into a common thug,
He just
but
wants
with
his
that same
ass
meanness.
on
I still go back
TBS.
to this thing right here. For us to rid ourselves of all that mess, we gotta be.
I love White Sox on a referee. I sound like a fucking YouTube comment. My muscle obsession.
Well, that's my analogy on that.
And he's been doing
The
squats.
fish stinks from the head down. That you've got to
You heard the other referees
essentially
are beating up fans
the
now.
fish
This
stinks
took place
from the
at
head down.
Universal Studios.
And if anything stinks, it's the New World Order.
They moved to
Order.
Universal in
Well, there you
'96.
go. I guess it all works.
Well, what's worked right here is Armstrong
Center
has
stage was
grounded,
only Saturday
but the enemy
night.
kicking away they plunder.
And they were out of center stage by the beginning of '96.
Anywhere by that plunder, they could have a problem.
That's Steve Armstrong now with the arm bar. And
Where's Larry at? Probably
Here we go
doing
again
some
on
misogyny.
Johnny Grunge. It's 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Two of the most unpredictable.
Did he just hit himself in the nuts?
that you have ever
Doing a
seen.
body slam? He did. He just hit himself in the nuts. Doing a body slam. Holy shit.
I tell you
That's
what,
my
in
new
this
favorite
matchup here,
thing.
The thing is,
He
that the
hit
public
himself in the
enemy
nuts
are
with an
not in there
Armstrong
just to wrestle
brother.
the Armstrong. The public enemy are in there to hurt and maim people. And how they do that?
No problem,
We have
Yankee
mentioned
Huck.
it
That's what I'm
before,
here
but I
for. I'm an
still
idiot
think
savant.
Armstrong's got to be really careful not getting
Armstrong's
too
like,
close
do I do
to the
that?
public
Do
enemy's
I?
plunder.
The one thing they don't want to do, they'll wind up in that plunder if these guys
I
make a
cannot
blunder.
believe I've never seen that before.
Stop it. Stop.
He couldn't get his nuts out of the way of the body slam.
You are no one-hit wonder. I can tell you that.
Oh, I'm gonna
Hey, your
tell you
body
what.
goes through that wood, it gets torn asunder.
Oh,
No.
stop it.
Oh, a quick reminder.
Dusty
the
loves
main
plunder.
event at Halloween Havoc.
I
We
think
talked
I
about it
hear
earlier
There's
in the
Larry.
hour. Yo.
And the thunder knocking is the NWO won't me in, and we cannot let him in.
The Macho Man Randy Savage faces off against Hollywood Hulk Hogan, but keep in mind, Savage
Ted
needs to
Petty's
get
hair
by
here
the
is
giant.
fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
the pay-per-view
Hulk Hogan
at
in the
the Raw
War
Games. And Hulk Hogan needs to get through the War Games. Look at that, Rocco Rock. Wow.
The War
What he whipped
James?
into the
That'd be a
turnbuckle.
great
He just
gimmick.
bounced off there like
Like a
rubber
soldier
ball,
named
but again,
War
I
James.
think the NWO slipped up. I think they gave Flair and Anderson Lex
I
Luger
didn't
Sting
remember he
a
mentioned maybe he
common
was
bond with
faking,
the
like in
spring.
Mexico when the Rudos
They
fake
set them all
fouls.
in the
But I don't
same
think Johnny
direction
Grunge is that
against the
smart.
NWO. And again, how many times have Flair, how many times have Arn Anderson
was
been
past
inside War
tense.
Games? They're no stranger to it. They've got the advantage if they can unify for Fall Brawl.
Indeed, the concept was created
Yeah, I
by the
can't think of
Horsemen for the
many
Horsemen.
better
Nobody
nut
has been more
shots
successful as a group
in wrestling
than the
history
Horsemen
than
in War Games. If there is
literally
any one
hitting
match
yourself in the nuts
that is
with your
theirs,
own
it
opponent.
is Fall Brawl
Well,
War Games.
a
The
perfect
War James
opportunity now,
gang.
talking about WCW TNT Monday Nitro live tomorrow night. Perfect opportunity. You got all four horsemen. You got the Dungeon of Doom. Got them all in the ring at one time. DiBiase, will he deal a hand? Will he even be there? Will the New World Order pick another slot?
God, his hair
Pick
must have been
another spot
so big and frizzy
to really
when he undid
take
those
another
braids.
notch out of the belt of WCW where the big boys play.
You know, I remember one Nitro I was at. We did it down in Orlando. We had Scott Norton with the chair.
Why is he
We had
talking
one
like
guy
that
starting the
Nitro
ring. You get
where
the
the
four horsemen,
NWO
Dungeon
threw
of Doom,
Ray
no matter
into
what
the
they feel
truck was
about
like
each other in that ring.
in the
I suggested on announcing
1930s?
now everybody
I
in WCW
remember when I was a
grab
kid,
chair and watch
I had a
every
Nitro
entrance
and the NWO rolled up in their Model T.
The Armstrongs now started to wail on him, but now Public Enemy got him in there, and they deal. And it's
Hello, 05 Kim. Hello.
Oh, look out! Put a thunder.
Sexy. Got into the strap over. He's just rolling around on the table.
Rocco Rock to go.
What? I thought Randy Anderson was gonna dive. He's climbing the
He would have
ropes.
stepped right in the way of Rocco Rock.
I'm gonna go one step.
He would have moved in a heartbeat.
Legend. I'm gonna go one step further.
I think we just missed Rocco Rock like taking a slam on
I'm gonna go
the
one step.
stage.
There needs to be some.
This thing's a
There needs to be a meeting. You know what I mean? And say,
this
hey,
thing's
go
either
back.
great or a mess. I
You
cannot
assign-
tell.
You assign Larry or you assign Sting. Say you go over. You assign to him. When you see him in the hall, I'm talking about one of the a New World Order.
Yeah, we don't talk about Bruno. Fran.
Don't wait for the
Oh, no.
Don't stand out there with bad.
But you can't
That's what they
find
do.
them.
Yeah, just pan it wherever in the
Cowards.
building.
They spring out of the dark when you're
And
not
it's
looking, when you're
fine.
not expecting it. Just
So wait,
block
they
the
went to the
entrances,
finish
guard
and
the
they just
ring
went back to their
with
corners.
anything you can get your hands on. Turnabout is
Nope.
fair play,
They-
guys.
The New World Order
faked
had a
you out.
strategy, and gentlemen, let's admit it, they are executing it perfectly. They have torn asunder World Championship
He's
Wrestling
like,
and a house
I
united.
remember when Johnny Boone
Divided, I beg your
got
pardon,
slammed on his
cannot
hip
stand.
Now you're starting to sound
years
like
and
Elmer
years
Fudd.
ago. That's not Shane Douglas. It's Public Enemy against the Armstrongs. I think the Armstrongs are the baby faces. But Public Enemy had started working as baby faces.
5:05, beginning at 5:05 Eastern every Sunday afternoon.
Oh, got him in the
And no
knee,
relation
right
to
in the
Neil
diaphragm.
Armstrong.
They'll knock the wind out of you. Steve Armstrong, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, there have to be. Like, I've never heard of injuries on the spinning platform, but like, considering everyone on these tapings was wrestling drunk, there had to have been somebody that got
He has made
hurt.
it to the big time, World Championship Wrestling. Sometimes it takes a while.
Go, Steve, go. Go, Steve,
Now the
go.
Armstrongs, oh, look at this. Into the gut of Rocco Rock.
Oh,
Hello? Hello? Dusty.
Hello?
big mistake there. I think instead of hitting the rope, Steve should have
What
went
was
over
Chris
his
Cruz
head.
even doing there? Hello?
Good for you.
Oh, good for me, bad for the
Of
Armstrong.
course he should have. You want to tag your partner that's fresher. But
Well,
that
then why
situation
didn't
when
you
you came.
say that?
Now you
Well, I
guys
was-
are fighting.
Every
Don't you see what's
idiot
happening?
knows.
He's reaching. He's reaching so far.
You guys are
You
fighting.
think I'm on the tape?
No, I didn't say that. I said you guys are fighting. Don't you see what's happening here?
They did. I need to do a short about that, about the time.
Stick together.
I need to
That's what
ask
the-
Bill DeMott about that, actually. Because I'm not joking. He's in my TikTok DMs.
Steve Armstrong now.
Yeah, they didn't show the tag.
Right
Fuck it.
across the top rope.
Why do we need to-
Steel cable.
The
It's a
Armstrong,
tag
the Armstrong
team
brothers
match.
cannot get no offense going. They have been on the bad end of everything that has happened in this match right here on the pro
Dude, the
show
luchadors,
this Sunday
that's
evening.
funny.
And we got
You could
a
always
great
tell when the
response last week.
luchador had,
505 each one
like,
come on.
what point they were in the company based on how hard they were working on Worldwide.
It's no longer 6:05.
Like-
It's 5:05. Don't miss.
If it's like your first taping, you're flying all over the place doing all your crazy moves. But by like mid-98, you ain't doing shit.
Any other pay-per-view coming your way? And
We'll
we'll
wrap
wrap
up
up Saturday night.
You'll do a pescado, you ain't doing a tornillo.
Try not to fight
No
too much.
springboards.
Larry doesn't incite something. A chop there on Steve Armstrong.
I tell you, one guy who wants to fight, that's Scott Armstrong. I see him in the corner. The frustrations are building. It's hard to stay in the corner when your brother is getting beat to a pulp here, and Rocco just caught him again.
Hooks the leg and should get him. Oh, just a 2 count.
Hey, Rudrick, that's
Could have been more than just stick his
you're
arm out.
borderline,
He's a long
buddy.
way from his brother. He needs to make a
No,
tag,
it's
though. Look
it's
at
people
Steve
can be lazy
Armstrong.
without pointing out their
Sure
nationality.
did. No, look at that.
Gotta
from
warn
Rocco.
you there.
He looks like he hurt
In
himself.
his own head.
Well, here you go now. You got an opportunity right here to make that tag. Make that call to
See,
war
that's
game.
what would be my
Only on
thing.
pay-per-view and make that tag right here.
Is I
On the
would just
pro and get this
steal
thing
all the
going.
catering.
Here it comes. Will
getting
Steve be able to tag
I've heard
Scotty? Yes, he
that.
does. And Scotty is on fire. Rocco knows. Oh, look at this.
that they
Rights and
tried-
lefts and rights and lefts.
That there were like a
Scotty
couple of
is
dark
going
matches
Rocco
where they
Rock is
tried
on.
the
Johnny Rocco Rock is- oh, he's on
they
his
tried
feet.
spinning the
Oh,
ring during the
beautiful
match,
drop
and
kick by Scotty.
it was just a
He
mess.
got him down.
The guys were like,
Can
we
he
can't
keep
do
it going?
anything.
Can he keep two big men wobbly? Hey, he got him.
And imagine like watching a match with the
Rocco
ring
Rock is
spinning.
down. Look how Johnny Grudge is right
Oh,
behind you.
no. He backed into disaster.
He backed into disaster. Is that what we're calling Johnny Grunge? Disaster?
He's gonna get it. 1, 2, and
Saved in the nick of time by
Yeah, this match has been going on less than 10 minutes, but I feel like
Rocco's right on
we've gotten
top
at
of
least
him.
45 minutes out of it, man.
Back bite, a body. Oh no!
There's a trip. Look, there's a trip.
They trapped Jim.
What trip?
What trip?
Public enemy held his leg.
What is two
Like,
public
if he
enemies?
tripped him, it was legitimately not noticeable.
Neither did Randy
Yeah,
Anderson.
what if the ring breaks and a wrestler gets sucked underneath and gets killed?
Oh, don't start the paranoia.
It's WCW.
That's the most 1996 thing I've ever seen. Some lady just in like overalls in her bibbies.
And the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Fans will see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, live.
Yeah, that was a whole fucking episode of Pro, by the way. Because like there was a baseball game that cut into it. So we got 4 episodes tonight, by the way, and we'll still be coming in just a little bit over 2 hours.
A stupid little man. Whether you like it or whether you don't.
Most likely to fall into the ring rotating mechanism is Bobby Walker. Correct, Brian. He would find a way to stumble off the ropes under the ring. It's a fun story if you don't know. The Giant was not supposed to join the NWO that night. It was supposed to be Davey Boy Smith. Like he had committed to jumping. And that's why they started teasing a new guy in the NWO. And then at the last minute, WWF offered Davey like a huge pay increase. Yeah, 6 was held off because the WWF was saying that his contract wasn't up. I certainly hope she was wearing some stuff. Yeah, one night we just need to watch the baseball game that preempted. Like that in the WCW spirit, we just watch a baseball game. Like I advertise all week that we'll watch like a Saturday night, and then we just watch an old Braves game. Yeah, that's. I don't think it was. It might have been. It might have actually been the 1-year anniversary. Yeah, I think they were gonna. That's actually a good point. Fake White Cam.
Of course, Larry has gotten under the skin of some wrestlers already here in World Championship Wrestling.
You know, Big Bubba's made some comments. A lot of talk about this guy Glacier. A lot of talk about him bringing a new style.
Yeah, so the main event of this show we're watching right now is Glacier's WCW TV debut, Johnny Taco. Great name. Taco Tuesday, Tommy Tuesday. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh my God, yes, Brian, that is the perfect description of Chris Cruz. He became an assistant principal so he can get back at his bully's grandkids. Big Bubber, no trouble. Somebody with more time on their hands than me should cut together like a mega cut of all of the times that the Braves announcers would like get grumpy and be like, coming up next is wrestling. Wrestling, it's stupid and fake. Yeah, what if it was another Armstrong Public Enemy match? Brother. Hey, it's Alex Ray. He rules.
Everybody from day one, don't trust anybody. The Giant.
Yeah, back-to-back Armstrongs. Somebody just won a parlay betting on WCW Deep Cuts Live.
A lot of questions, and they'll be answered in a week. Live on pay-per-view. Alex Wright.
See, yeah, I feel like some of the announcers probably did like wrestling, but yeah, like you said, they're sitting next to like some asshole that hates it. So it's like more fun to be like, yeah, that's stupid wrestling, right? And then they're like, gonna go home and what the fuck happened on Raw tonight? Full worldwide point, big pop for the full worldwide point reference from the Death Valley Driver video review. Hell yes, full worldwide point for a good match in Universal Studios. Chris Cruz is insufferable.
But we've been hearing about him for months. I mean, the anticipation level has peaked. I can't wait to see this guy.
Like, the funny thing is, I don't think this Glacier match was supposed to air. Like, I think they were just trying shit out. And they get to September, it's like, fuck. We don't want to debut this guy in Nitro. Let's just air one of the dark matches.
Well, now, where is Bischoff and Heenan going to sit?
Well, let me tell you something.
They're not sitting at my table.
I've heard that in the ESPN Plus ads, they do not mention WWE at all. That is so funny.
I'll tell you, but everybody's up in arms over this.
Let's not forget, of course,
Like, lock up with me.
Doesn't get any more humiliating than that.
Well, I tell you what, as we've seen this past Saturday
Chris
night
Cruz,
on the mothership,
we've seen
he
the
let it out.
WXO stuff
He said,
before.
okay,
And
I guarantee it. And Nick Patrick talking down on the Dream. Things happened about saying we are.
could you imagine, like,
the calls and all this. He caused all that.
like some of these basketball announcers having to do ad reads for like AEW shows with like Kazuchika Okada and Konosuke Takeshita.
Obviously, the curse still with the Armstrong.
We didn't need 3 teams for World War III, but somebody thought it would look cool on television if we had 2 announcers per ring. It's like wartime or something. And then fucking Chris Cruz got flown in for a pay-per-view.
That ain't why the curse is on them. They just been slipping on banana.
Spin wheel kick by Alex Wright.
Banana peel, you know what I mean?
You spit it out.
I just said it.
Banana peel
Randy Eller, the referee.
Don't be trying that now.
Again, every WCW referee just looked like all the other referees.
Are they really?
Got him right here.
So you're admitting that?
No, they're asking me if I can help WCW.
Oh.
Sexy Vader bomb, he missed. He didn't miss, he got the knees up.
Alex Wright recently involved with Chris Jericho.
Yeah, this was probably at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday. They'd been taping shows since like 10 a.m.
To take the win. We'll hear more about Chris Jericho coming up a little bit later on the pro. Look at that.
Oh, there we go, German suplex.
Alex Wright gets 1, 2, and 3.
Or as he called it, a suplex.
The curse of the Armstrongs lives on.
Still to come, the Canadian crippler Chris Benoit taking
Ooh.
on the more than 7-foot-tall, big Ron
Oh,
Scott.
God.
And Nitro card and Glacier. And we come back on TBS. A week from tonight, it's
There we
live
go,
only on
Sergeant Craig
pay-per-view
Pittman. I
on
love
Raw.
this guy.
What if the New World Order
That's my guy, Sergeant
takes
Craig
care of
Pittman.
World Championship Wrestling? Defeats the wrestlers from
Exactly, yeah.
WCW.
Every WCW referee, with the exception of like Charles Robinson,
We don't want no doubts in our camp.
they were
They
all,
did it 3 times before.
Yeah, but now they're
you
gonna be
know,
trapped in a
old
situation
white
where
rednecks
they can't
with
escape,
short brown,
and
like,
nobody can
short brown
straight
mullets
through that
and
ball
mustaches.
game.
1,000 lifetimes. A Public Enemy Armstrongs match. Thank you so much for the follow. Who the fuck is this guy?
You know, we talk about the debut of Glacier. Doing some research. It was
Who
50
is
years
this
ago that some of the
guy?
consequences
I did a
debuted on
video about
television.
Craig Pittman
About a quarter
almost
century ago,
fighting
the
in
HBO
UFC 3.
first aired its movies
I have
on
not done a
television.
Why Craig
Now,
Pittman Rules
here on
video, but I
TBS,
should.
We have got the debut of Glacier. There's referee
Nick Patrick, who
the man
last
that-
week
you know, who
had
we just saw had
way
a lot of
shorter
disputes
hair
with. Is this
and no
man
goatee.
a part of the New World Order, Larry? There seems to be no doubt that he is, that he has sold out.
Craig Pittman is roast like Scott Hudson. God, if we were streaming on YouTube, Scott Hudson would pop up in the chat right now. Scott Hudson, friend of the channel. Oh my God. This guy seems unaware that they're supposed to be cooperating.
Out there just surveying the deal, and really a motivated Teddy Long is what a fine man he is. And I think Pittman coming along well. And go
And
back
Nick
to what Larry
Patrick holding
said.
on to that
And even
rope.
Nick Patrick
Fucking
said, well,
coward.
People like Dusty Rhodes and Gino
I don't know what it's
Bennett
called, but like
are causing this thing. Well, what caused
pulling
it?
the
I
hamstring.
confronted him recently.
That, like, reverse crab
and
thing he
say
was
what
doing.
caused it all is what went down. You take a look at the tape and you tell me after all the years
B.M.
you've been such a great
Anderson.
referee, Nick Patrick, there's something wrong. Couldn't
That's
look me in the eye.
Sergeant
Can't
Craig
say,
Pittman.
I'm steady on it. I'm steady on it, boys.
Marine wrestling champion, fought in Valley Tudo. Teddy was around so long in WCW because he was the point guy for all the charity work.
Last night, in fact, you called the action here on TBS on WCW Saturday Night with the Macho
Like,
Man,
that
Randy
looks
Savage.
goofy,
Didn't
but I
hit
bet
his
it
opponent.
fucking
was a
hurt.
Scary thing, let me tell you.
To say he was intense, legend.
To like fish hook a dude and then pull their leg up like that?
Pittman can be at sometimes right here, and I believe he can put this man away when he wants to. We gotta
That is
start
wrestling
putting
a
him away
collective uncle.
here at WCW
Babaruski,
because
if
I
WCW
said
lived with Fusion, do I think
the
Scott
balance
would be
of
the main
what's happening
commentator?
now
No.
is in the
They wanted Joey
field, in the
Styles.
play, if you will, with the NWO.
And plus, again,
we
Scott
gotta
had a
really
full-time
keep
day
it
job.
what we said before.
He only could do
Beat the
one
guy.
taping a week.
Hulk Hogan needs to be beat. He's the man right now. You got to beat him. Let's beat him. War games, opportunity.
We've got to beat the New World
Oh my
Order,
God.
and we've got to get the
Oh,
championship
oh,
belt back
okay.
from Hulk
What is
Hogan.
happening?
Still, I don't know if Macho
Pittman's like,
Man
this
can
guy is
emotionally
fucking
handle
horrible.
that. I think he's nuts.
Undisciplined one.
Undisciplined, punched in the
His
nuts.
opponent here, who does appear to be just that.
That is not Chad Brock.
Davis, the opponent for
Chad Brock was trained.
Dusty said it earlier. Pittman can put this guy away whenever he wants, but he's not. He's full of sportsmanship, and that's been installed by Teddy Long. And what's with this? Maybe Pittman's
Again, in Guy Evans' Beyond Nitro book, Laszlo Rue revealed that you could just pull up to the building and say, hey, I trained at the power plant. And they would let you work without checking. And that's, I think, what happened here. Oh my gosh.
Television champion to take on Rick Steiner. And here it comes, the cold red. Hook it in.
Yeah, no, Craig Pittman's not the guy to fuck with, man. He's was probably the toughest guy in that locker room at this point. Like, I know Ming and Barbarian were there, but like in like an MMA fight and with rules where you can't pluck people's eyeballs out, I take Pittman. What even was this match? Yes, exactly.
WCW Pro, don't go away. We're back with Floor in a moment.
I salute you. He should have gotten a purple star for that match. Oh shit, our world is about to change.
Gene Okerlund along with Bobby the Brain Heenan, special guest.
I guess it was Terry
Davis.
Davis.
Reminding you to join us Saturday morning.
Yeah, that match was
9:05
fucking
here on TBS.
awful. I loved it.
WCW's main event. Attention hotline
Bobby
fans.
Heenan dressed like
Tonight
Brother
on the Hotline
Love.
Brain, I understand you are going to be burning up the wires.
Well, I have some information that's very important to what's happening here at WCW and concerning the NWO. But what's burning up your wires?
Well, I already burned my wires up yesterday.
I know, but what did
Yeah,
you
that's
burn? What
not
are you gonna burn
not
up next
Chad
week?
Brock.
I'm not going
That
to
is
talk about what I'm going to talk
not
about
Chad
next
Brock.
week, because I'm not gonna
Chad
put
Brock
my
was
line
more
up until
broad in the
7 o'clock in the morning.
shoulders, and he
Put a
wore
wire
like
on.
Not
don't
that
trust
kind of a
you.
wire.
he had
Call
like
the hotline,
more
1-900-909-9900.
chest hair, a little more hair on his head.
9900. That's 1-900-909-9900. Call right now.
Thank you, Curb. Thank you for the plug for my YouTube channel.
TBS, I'm Cruz, along with the living
With
legend Larry
Steve
Zbyszko
Brock.
and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, on this, the 1 week before Fall Brawl and the debut of Glacier tonight, right here on TBS Destination Sunday.
Look at the size of this guy.
Oh, here we go, Ron
Studd's a big
Studd.
man, and
So a
the
couple
interesting,
weeks ago
difference in styles. You got the
on
big,
WCW
man
Deep
right
Cuts
here, Ron
Live
Studd.
on
You
the
also
stream,
got
we had a
Benoit,
conversation.
who's just a
Who in
tremendous
WCW do you
wrestler,
think
athlete, and a guy
had
who
the worst
always regains his balance, best balance
ass
in the business.
maintenance? Wiped their ass, took care of their ass the least. My vote was a tie between these two guys.
What giant? Where's the giant?
Between Chris Benoit and Ron Reese. I feel bad because Ron Reese, really nice guy, friend of the channel. He has short arms though.
You would say, man, this is a real
Chris Benoit and Ron Reese both are built like pterodactyls. Not pterodactyls, like T-Rexes. Arms. And they can't reach their asses. So this is a battle of the smelly asses to see who had the smelliest ass in WCW.
And size, this is gonna.
You got a head like a watermelon. I ain't lying. That big round stud, look at it. He is huge.
Yeah, but look at the movement here of Benoit. Benoit knows what he can do. He's just gotta. I wouldn't do that.
Benoit at Fall Brawl in a week to take on Chris
Ah.
Jericho. We're looking forward to
That's a good 1-2 4x4 from the No Limit Shoulders. Teddy Reed with that big old titties.
Against the
Well,
giant.
here you go.
He let him the big man.
Larry, he let him get in a spot here to where he's rank tagging him over in the corner, trying to stop a mud hole.
These two wrestled each other a lot. They had like 2 Nitro matches. I think they had a match on Saturday night too. This was someone's fetish.
Well, this young man looks impressive. Big, moves quick, moves right into the raw.
And that shit is why they did not push Ron Reese. Because he was willing to bump for a guy that's not.
Unbelievable.
That's Big Ron Studd, 7 fingers.
Got the big man down, trying to get up his stud, but
Now you got him. Now you got him his side.
actually Benoit's taller.
That's right. That's a good call, Legend.
Well, we thought this would be a mismatch, but not this way. It looks like Benoit is having his way with this man, Big Ron Studd, over 7 feet tall.
Well, he rocked him right
I don't think they ever acknowledged it.
Break the giant down.
I don't think they ever said anything about Big John Studd when Big Ron Studd would be out there. But
something. What a program.
But he was John Studd's like legit protege.
And the Canadian crippler Chris Benoit against the newcomer Chris the Lion Heart Jericho.
I like that kid, Larry Jericho. You see him, I know him, Nitro heel position down there, which I might add, it's so hot it's running rampant on the
Yeah, that was the first time they did Benoit, and Ron Studd was, to build to the Giant and Benoit the Clash. And then they just kept doing it because it looked funny.
I think we should have a wager.
A weigh in or a wager?
That's like a bet.
Look at the shot from Benoit and listen to the audience. They are feeling it.
Never be beaten except so
I think Ron Studd could put Chris Benoit in his mouth.
That fan, so I was just saying that. That's a road in.
Dizzy who?
Dizzy Dean. Great baseball broadcast.
Remember when we were watching that,
What year was he living?
fucking, what's the Las Vegas Fred? The real offensive one. We were watching that Battle Royal off the grid last month. And Rod Studd just fucking pops up randomly. NWC. It was so problematic I tried to put it out of my mind.
It's tomorrow night, yeah, indeed. It's tomorrow night on TNT on Monday Night Show.
Oh yeah, he would have been a Russian in 1985. Yes.
Up in a body slam, and he has stepped over the top rope.
You talk about a big high-risk maneuver. We getting ready to see one.
Benoit's up on his feet.
Yes, he was Reese in the Flock. Yes.
What is Studd waiting for?
What is he waiting? Well, he's fucking huge. He's not going to springboard Chris Cruz.
No. You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, man, he got him over.
Berserk Hippo, thank you for the follow.
And Benoit got 1, 2, and 3. He has beaten Studd.
He kicked out at 3.1. Awesome. The match was set up. Benoit beat his ass the whole match, and he had no ego about it, and then he kicked it at 3.1. Fuck yeah. Wrestling ego is so weird, and I love it. What would his, what would his Soviet name be?
This replay brought to you by 1-800-COLLECT. The way to save on collect calls. Just dial 1-800-COLLECT.
It'd be like, the last name would be like Ronkowski.
Yeah, the way to save your body parts is to stay away from Chris Benoit.
We're back with more on the Pro right after
I don't have a good one. Your Wi-Fi, I think whoever your ISP is, they block murderers.
Wrestlers as well as the landscape of the Nitro set destroyed by the New World Order.
Olaf
Big
Studsky.
the recruitment of the Giant to the NWO. Nobody thought it would be the Giant, and I'm afraid.
Rhino de Salsa, thank you for the follow.
Has shifted, and this is Sting and Luger decoyed out of the building by DiBiase. Carnage in the ring, and the NWO.
By the way, speaking of Don Callis, I don't like the guy. But he had a line on Twitter last night that fucking popped me. In regards to Satnam Singh flying in coach, where he claimed that in the WWF he would ship Kurgan via flatbed. Popped me so big. I did see that Missy High. I also saw the one about Tournament of Death that pissed off all the deathmatch guys. Rod Scudietti. Hey, Raina, thank you so much. Glad to have you here. Shout out to your boyfriend. Shout out to you. Shout out to wrestling. Yes, I love that too. Courtesy of Nitro. As if they had to call, hey, could we get permission to air this footage? Yeah, sure. But knowing Turner, there probably was another department. Like the way Turner was.
Look at that.
God, imagine how fucking annoying that must be to wash that shit off in the shower. Come on, you chicken. This hot, mature angle.
professional wrestling.
realistic, adult-orientated storyline. Hulk Hogan screaming, "Come on, you chicken!"
Is there any question now? Who is the most powerful man in professional wrestling? Is there any question now? What is the most powerful organization in professional wrestling? We got a hold of the giant. We straightened his head out. And now, there's not
This might be the promo where they claim that they recruited him on the set of fucking Jingle All the Way.
Big man, I got a phone call while I was sitting home at my modest house.
Sitting home at my modest house. Sitting home in my 2-bedroom.
I said, yes, I can, because I am about business.
My HOA was on my ass.
Home. The home of Hulk Hogan. There was that. Spit on it for me.
Oh. Getting somebody's fetish. I guarantee that thing got stolen by the end of the night. Because Doug Dellinger wasn't doing his job.
There wasn't one Mercedes. There was 5 Mercedes.
The giant Paul White's real voice sounds like those videos that used to be a big deal where they would slow down Jeff Goldblum's voice,
Come on, big man.
make him sound drunk.
Anything less? Come on.
The Jingle All the Way came out like a year or so later, but it was filmed around this time. I swear they explained in a promo that Hogan visited him on the set of that movie, and that's where he turned. I love how it's all the top guys and then Mongo and Ming. See, that makes sense. More fucking Armstrongs. I love the Armstrongs. God, that video the week that he left WCW is hilarious. Hey, it's Brad. At least he's wearing an American flag jacket, so he's representing all of the states and not just Georgia. Yeah, Shiki is the original Hawk Tuah. Yeah, fucking that guy and me are on the same wavelength.
Yeah, we need a plan, and that's
Ooh, this will be a good one. It's always hard to do Twitch streams over good matches.
I mean, he put one nail in it for us right there. I guarantee you, this is going to be hot.
Dean Malenko, Brad Armstrong. A rematch from that one Cruiserweight tournament match that would bring up for 2 years on commentary, where Brad beat him. 33 face and heel turns for old Brad Armstrong. Was that Wrestling Bios that did that?
Right after this match, but can Brad Armstrong, can he break their curse right here? Scott couldn't do it.
All right, and
Dean Malenko is the literal exact opposite of that guy that wrestled Craig Bettman earlier. Nick Patrick's like, hold on, guys. I didn't find my rope. Yes, Wrestling Bios rules. I love Wrestling Bios.
Welcome back to the Pro on TBS. Cruz, the Dream, the Legend, and it's Dean Malenko against Brad Armstrong as we get ready for the debut of Glacier here on the Pro.
Look at the movement. Malenko had a nice move there, but countered by Armstrong again.
Why the fuck was it Dean Malenko
Traditional wrestlers, but
partners with
almost
Glacier?
too much on the basics. They've got to extend themselves into that finishing technique, submission, pin.
That's right, blood runs cold. Some of the chyrons on this show could get real goofy, real sassy. Not as sassy as Nick Patrick with his partner. Glacier and Bubba was on a Nitro because the night after this, I think they mentioned something on commentary earlier, but also on Nitro the next night, Bubba challenged him. I don't think it's a record. I think we've had triple Armstrongs before. I think 4 would be the record.
And that's the kind of mistakes the Armstrong, especially Brad, has to stop making, or they'll never win.
Mangy Okerlund standing by in the Fall Brawl Control Center with the latest
on what's happening with that major pay-per-view event. It is a week from tonight, live and only on pay-per-view, and Dusty tomorrow on Nitro.
Yay.
Lex Luger against Rick Steiner.
Yeah, and Macho Man Randy Savage, Big John Tinta, get it on Macho, got to keep that.
You can't have a big John Tinta and a big Ron Studd.
Tomorrow night on Nitro, and one other thing.
Yeah,
guys,
JD from
as
New
we
York
get closer,
sucks.
You can feel a chill.
He's a butt. He's a big old butthole. He's a big old butthole. My dog just fucking dragged something across the room.
Shortly right here, as Brad Armstrong, maybe go ahead and get you the pay window here.
Yeah, Gene heard his name. Shit.
We're told it's the public enemy against the faces of fear. It all begins.
Sure, I guarantee you Chris Cruz smelled that whiskey and wrote a complaint to HR.
But it doesn't connect.
Not right there. Armstrong went up a little too soon. Malenko saw it, hooked that rope, and down he went.
Wow, what a drop kick it would have been. We can only speculate and look at this from Malenko.
Like Patrick let go of the rope for a second. He's like, hey, that's too much.
Right into the mat with a body slam.
That body slam, hammerlock body slam was too much.
He's trying to uncle him here.
Oh, hey, it's a crippler crossface. Benoit wasn't doing it at this point, so that's something. Hey, Merchant, hello. Glad to have you.
I know that for sure.
Hey, there's a dog. We have a dog in attendance at WCW Pro. Nitro didn't have fucking dogs. Thunder never had dogs. But the Pro has a dog.
Moonshine around his neck. What he called in from the cold north. We'd love to see one of them in here too. Moonshine.
It's always a great sign for your match where they cut to a dog outside the ring. In their prime, Danielson's better than Malenko.
And Malenko now
Dean was very mechanical.
Armstrong with a shot of his own. He didn't go there on the former cruiserweight
Not even a service dog. Someone just brought their dog. That's true, Shondrox. Al Green was on Nitro.
A shot to the gut, Armstrong. Here you go. The side Russian leg.
Oh shit, does Brad? Nope, Brad doesn't win. What are you doing, Brad? That was your finishing move.
But you're right for once.
Malenko's getting up.
You're right for once.
A major mistake there by Brad Armstrong. Malenko capitalized.
I love all the commentators are like agreeing with me 30 years in the future. This guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, what has he got to lose in this match? The New World Order ain't out there. Nick Patrick. You taking up the
I always love to win my match and then pick my nose on camera. That is how that match ended. It's rolling over a body press. I think up next, blood's gonna run cold. Did you say Glacier? What is up with this punctuation? They put the question mark in the middle of the ellipses? Was Gene Okerlund typing the Chiron? What was the best Brad Armstrong gimmick? I actually prefer Bradstreet. He got to cut wild under that mask.
Next Sunday, September the 15th, beginning at 7 Eastern. Call your cable operator right now to ensure availability.
Like, I always like to remind people when we watch Pro on here from this era, this is what, like, the WCW TV execs thought ECW looked like.
Will he be the fourth man in War Games? At this, the 11th hour, we are still
Agree,
not
yeah.
sure. And add to that,
Rudo Bradstreet.
Day by day, the NWO
He got to like cut loose and be like wiggly and shit, and that 911 DDT he did.
They are together as they battle Hulk Hogan and the Outsiders, Hall and Nash. Hogan's talked about a fifth.
Not surprised, Merchant. Gene is a smart man.
Only Fall Brawl will reveal that answer. As we said earlier, the Giant, the latest turncoat, to battle the Macho Man Randy Savage. That match now has even more significance.
Yeah, the one guy that got kept on in the year 2000 for WCW graphic design was that Chiron guy.
Chavo Guerrero Jr. meets Diamond Dallas Page. Conan now defends his Mexican heavyweight.
I love that last week Chavo and DDP had an actual graphic.
With a broken arm.
And this week they're like, fuck it, just give him text.
Jericho faces Chris Benoit of the Four Horsemen. It is so doggone easy to be part of all of the action.
It is so doggone easy to be part of the action, baby.
Operator right now. Satellite
1996.
Call Turner Premier at 1-800-843-9266 or DirecTV at 1-800-347-3288. Here's the one you won't want to miss, folks. Be with us 1 week from tonight, exclusively on pay-per-view. Next Sunday, it's Paul Brawl.
Paul Brawl.
Thanks to me, Gene. Indeed, it is just a week away.
I didn't catch that, but that is funny that it still said that Jimmy Hart was going to be with the Giant. That's so funny. That is what it looked like, Rev Ray. Hulk Hogan Hall Nash. Looks like Hulk Hogan's maiden name. Hey, it's the Gambler. Shout out to our boy Jeff Gann, aka El Hijo de Gambler. Hopefully he's doing well.
For months that was a coming, and already Larry Legend got under skin of people like
I was a big
Bubba
fan of when he
Hotty.
switched to the like old-timey Riverboat Gambler
Other
outfit.
athletes in great anticipation of Glacier's appearance. All the reports coming in about the ability of the man, the way he's combined.
I love this. It's like
many techniques and many forms of martial arts.
I'm just trying to figure out who he's in a game with.
We'll see it
And
shortly.
what game
I
would
can't
allow
wait.
him to
I'm a
play
blackout
that many
open arrow.
cards?
It's very fast and direct. Uh-oh, look at this.
The lights have gone down, and we are about to see Glacier here on the Pro.
Chris Cruz
What happened?
is the most excited anyone ever was to see Glacier, and I love Glacier. Gee, I wonder where they got this song from.
And there he is. Glacier has made his appearance here in the Pro Arena.
There he is. Glacier made his appearance.
Look at that. That's steady in this
Look at
eye
that.
right
It's
here.
face
I guess you're a
paint.
legend. You know about all this stuff here. Them markings got to mean something.
Yeah, he had the sync, the karate move pose synced to the music
What's the
down.
movement here? From what I understand, guys, this guy, black belt in Kung Fu, one of the forms of Kung Fu, many styles, studied under Japanese.
Yep, he sold the gimmick to Kaz Hayashi in 1999. Poor Kaz. This was his debut, not on Nitro, not like on a pay-per-view or something. He debuted on WCW Pro.
This man is a unique athlete and is going to bring a unique style inside the ring of WCW.
Man, this is a special moment right now, fans.
This, you know how we know it's not a special moment? Because they won't shut the fuck up about how it's a special moment. Gambler escaped the raid at Woodgo Birdie's house.
Right now he's combining them all with balance. I can't wait to see this man once the bell rings.
Clearly an extraordinary competitor is Glacier here on the Pro.
I would love it when they would claim that the building got colder during Glacier matches.
His brother is also a police officer. At one point in his life, he had to make the decision. Would he follow
See,
that
that's why
course,
Glacier
go into
rules,
law
because his
enforcement,
family
or
was
go
pressuring
into
him to
the
be a
martial
cop.
arts?
And he was like,
Obviously,
cops
he is now
suck.
an accomplished martial artist.
I'm gonna go
His
do
goal
karate.
is to become the greatest martial artist in history.
Well, real
So
quick,
why is he
what I dug
wrestling?
up from this situation is
Why is he
this guy
wrestling
here
if he's going to be the
has
greatest
got a big
martial
heart.
artist in history?
I mean, we're talking about a real great person inside. So this
They did
is what
leave the
makes it-
lights
I
down
wonder
for
what
the first
Gambler
few
would say
Glacier
when
matches,
this
and it looked
load coming down. It's a bit
horrible.
cold out there. I'm telling you.
Well, the Gambler got the first shot in, but Glacier with a chop.
Hook it.
He brought that reverse kick right up underneath the chin. Gambler didn't even see it coming. Look at the
Well, he
block
can't
there.
because the lights are
And
off.
again, we were told that he was able to combine the best of martial arts and professional wrestling, and he is doing just that. The arm drag, and Gambler goes over it. Glacier does it again.
Those great martial arts arm drags.
His balance. Notice when the arm drags the Gambler, up he comes with his balance.
I
Stays
remember
out of the
hearing
reach of
that,
the
Rev
Gambler.
Ray. They put the
Again,
mashed potato
combination
flakes.
of
They had a guy up on a ladder, a student up on a ladder, pouring it into a fan. That's so fun. You did get here in time for your world to change. We are woo.
I'm gonna tell you what, he's used a little of both. Maybe more. He's got
Dude,
too
if
much in
your
his arsenal.
eyesight was not
Man, I tell you,
2020,
a lot of
this had to have been so dangerous
Counter everything the Gambler
to
comes
work
out
with the
those
building
chops.
that fucking
And now the
dark.
whip. Look at that from Glacier.
Did Glacier just do the Marufuji?
Right there with the
Shit.
elbow. What an impact. He got it on his way up. He's over him.
I can't recall a gimmick where they turn the lights off or turn on like weird lighting effects during a match that ever got over.
Glacier is absolutely extraordinary now up on the third rope.
Look how quick he is.
On the third rope. I've never heard somebody who was a full-time wrestling commentator call it the third rope. Normally it's like goofballs. Hey! Top rope chironic kick or whatever it was. The chronic kick.
Amazing how he combined the different
The glacier kick.
styles involved here. Gambler found out the hard way that this man knows what he's doing.
The flying sidekick.
Thank you, Merchant. Brenticus Maximus here in the chat made this one. And this one was from Stash Pages. Cryonic, thank you. I can't talk. I don't know words.
Glacier extended that leg from the top rope in midair.
Wow, wow.
Well, maybe Big Bubba
God, our world
has
changed.
to make a refresher now that we've seen this guy.
What's his name? West Side Gun has a fourth rope. That's his promotion.
Was watching this man in the debut right here on the Pro. Wow, that's what some and it's still going on. How do you feel, Cole?
I mean, his music is awesome because it's a rip-off of the Mortal Kombat song. Like, almost note for note.
Live on pay-per-view, then Nitro, of course, tomorrow night. Macho Man.
You know what happened after Glacier debuted? 9/11. That's how the world changed.
And the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, it was a fine match, yeah. It's just the lighting fucking sucked. I agree with you, Brian. Alright. Before we go to the third and fourth episode of the night, I'm back on Sunday for Off the Grid, and we're gonna, like a couple weeks ago, we will be revisiting an old favorite. Sunday, 8 p.m. YouTube and Twitch for Off the Grid.
Told this man, you come along with me, I'll make you number one. Tell him, big man.
I don't have to do no talking. I'll do my talking in the ring.
Alright, so that is Sunday. So more UIW. We watched UIW last year. And I can promise you there will be more Max Thrasher the Bounty Hunter Sunday and Off the Grid. I do know about IPW. Of course I know about IPW in Arkansas. Motley Cruz, Jeff Farmer.
Sting is an island unto himself. Hi everyone, I'm Cruz. Along with the living legend Larry Zbyszko and the American Dream.
By the way, I've officially entered the AEW media pool, but I'm rejecting everything unless I can get Bryan Danielson to watch a Max Thrasher the Bounty Hunter match with me.
I tell you what, demands have been made by the New World Order, and
like all of the other media opportunities, I'm turning them down. Unless I could get Bryan Danielson on a Zoom call with me, and then I pull up the third screen and we watch a Max Thrasher the Bounty Hunter match. That's my goal now.
Out there, as you said, on an island alone, really poses a big problem here at WCW with the big boy play.
So if they're like, hey, do you want to talk to fucking Kenny Omega? I'm like, no. That's cool. Hey, Tom, do you want to do an interview with fucking Tony Storm? She's great, but no thank you. I want Bryan Danielson, and I want to watch a Max Thrasher match with him. God, Dusty looks so ridiculous. Dusty would either wear like a t-shirt and jeans, or he would dress like the finest urban cowboy.
Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. Now we take you to the ring here on the Pro.
I have already reached out to a few friends in AEW. I've started the process to try to make it happen. I've asked a few people. Hey, it's the Tampa Pipeline himself, Joe Gomez, and the Renegade. Head and Shoulders.
What is a promise if it becomes unfulfilled and unkept. Easy to shoot your mouth off and make a
Yeah, Dusty flipping the channels the night before in Arkansas Nitro. I was like, shit. Why did I not think of this thing that Christopher Love's wearing? Oh gosh. The Faces of Fear against Joe Gomez and the Renegade.
Limbo, as you said, as an independent contractor, franchise player, get him back in the fold. We're going to be in a lot of trouble here. But get NWO.
Jimmy Hart is looking wild as always. Neither of them were Crush. It's Joe Gomez and the Renegade. Tony would be probably the only other person I would want to do something with. I'm not an interview guy. But I would just ask Tony, like, hey man, what was your like tape trading pet peeves? Like, you know, like, what's like your favorite comp tape? You know, what were you on Crazy Max? And I guarantee you he would have answers. Like, I wouldn't want to talk about AEW. I love AEW. I would not want to talk about AEW, Tony. Hey, it's Braun the Leprechaun again. I'd ask Tony Khan what he thought about Burt Prentice. Cause I think he's watched some Burt. Oh, thank God he's fighting Nick Patrick. Hey, something. Oh gosh. So the referee just got bit, and he's not disqualifying anyone. What the? It's because you didn't come in the ring. You fucking bit the guy. So if Jimmy Hart had somebody shoot Nick Patrick from the stands, he's like, it's okay. Match keeps going. He wasn't in the ring. Yeah, the Nick Patrick needs his rope. The match must continue. Otherwise, he has to leave his rope behind.
We'll see the team of Ruff and Reddy and Malone. Diamond Dallas Page against Chavo Guerrero Jr. in a rematch from Fall Brawl, and late-breaking news about Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc.
I always love when a guy would open the legs like, I want to kick him in the balls, and then he just kicks him in the stomach. Like, nobody's happy. Oh, hey, shit. Ming dropkick. Honestly, that's a pretty good thought. Nick Patrick has PTSD from this moment, and that's why he holds onto the rope. Because he's afraid a leprechaun's going to come out and fucking pull him out and bite him. Now the leprechaun has to get a tetanus shot.
They are there to maim and hurt people, and that's what they've been trying to do right here. Joe Gomez now dealing on him.
The boys are going to get their candy when Joe Gomez is in the ring. What was the deal with the leprechaun, and will Nick Patrick become a leprechaun? The deal with the leprechaun was somebody thought it'd be a cool idea for the Dungeon of Doom to have a leprechaun. That's it. And unfortunately, Nick Patrick did not become a leprechaun when he got bit. I don't think it did. Maybe it did. There were some. There were a couple nerds on the writing team. I love if they planned that spot in the back. I look, Joe Gomez was like, yeah, I'll climb the ropes and I'll look like a real asshole doing it, and then you just kick me. Why did Joe Gomez get a push? Because he's the Tampa Pipeline, baby. If the boys want their candy, they go to Joe Gomez's candy shop in Tampa. Let's just say. I just recently somebody tweeted that spot the other day. Ming and Barbarian doing the Nitro commercial where they're like ripping at the shirt and like biting it. That's very funny. Hey, it's the Kick of Fear. Jimmy Hart on the floor. You're just Rick. You're just Rick. You're not the Renegade.
And the Barbarian. Yeah, not only do these guys have the size, the physical ability, the power, but right there they've got the managerial influence of a
managerial.
Snake in the grass.
Late breaking news about Rey Mysterio Jr. and his role in.
God, I love that angle on that Nitro. You're just Rick. That's all you are. You're just Rick.
In a moment on TBS. Okay, thanks for the latest news from the Slim Jim Halloween Havoc Control Center. Indeed, in addition to the Macho Man Randy Savage and Hollywood Hulk Hogan going at it.
Who do we have coming out here? The video quality's so bad I can't hear the music. Hey, it's JL.
Defending his cruiserweight title
in his silver and purple variation
a real serious contender for the cruiserweight belt as well, right here in the.
I love that Jerry Lynn, like a year into his WCW run, is like, you know what the problem is? I need to change the colors of my gear. That's it. Then they'll push me. Oh God, double murder hour. Fuck.
All over the world flying in, try to make the grade. Benoit, boy, he looks good. This guy's a machine, but JL, don't underestimate.
Maybe that's Ron Studd under the mask.
When you see the Canadian crippler Chris Benoit, you are always thinking in the back of your head, and certainly the back of his head, are the 4 horsemen.
Yeah, you know, the newest.
I love how that kid looks like he knows.
Really,
like that little kid's a time traveler.
Fierce competitor. I'm going back to thinking about what the legendary Laz Zbyszko be talking about right there.
Scared to death.
So many guys that were looking to make the grade. You know what I mean? That's got to be understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, the battle of the awful shitty monsters. You have Chris Benoit, who killed his family, and Jerry Lynn, who follows like a bunch of alt-right shitheads on Twitter.
Things at hand.
Terrible monsters.
What's happened with Sting, sometimes we lose sight of the athlete himself during this big mess we've been going through. But getting back and focus down on it, JL
is a good fan. Athlete. There's a fan in the front row I think is recording the match on a camcorder. Like they just panned past him. It looked like the kid was holding up a camcorder.
Thing that is happening in the ring because we've had such a disarray.
You know what Scott Bakula leaped into that child. Oh hey, it's a lucha arm drag.
You know, NWO has been doing all this relatively unscathed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, imagine that kid goes outside of the building. Hey, anybody want this episode of WCW Pro like 6 months before it airs?
That is really exemplified by the Canadian crippler Chris Benoit, just about 6 feet tall, and he is.
No, he fucking wasn't.
Has really made an impact the last few months.
You liar! Chris Benoit was not just about 6 feet tall. That. I mean, if he was 2 foot or 6 foot, you round up to 6, yes. But he was not just about 6 feet tall. Fuck you, Chris Cruz.
We'll take a look back at Fall Brawl.
Yeah, Benoit should have kept the mullet and also not killed his family.
What is going through the head? Beautiful suplex. No, he drops it. Going through the head of the Stinger. Also, it's Diamond Dallas.
I don't know. He's like in the middle. I don't know if he's closer to 6 foot than 5 foot.
With what?
I think he was like shoot like 5'6", 5'7", so it's borderline.
Maybe you ought to say I'm sorry to Sting. I mean, maybe we all ought to.
If Chris Paul is just about 6 feet tall, the trucker Norm is about 215. Yeah, he's Adam Cole 6. Poor Adam Cole.
Still batters Luger to this day, and things have happened that has made us really change our tone. But the bottom line is what we're going to do about it. You know what I mean, guys? We're talking Halloween Havoc.
Jerry Lynn loved him some head scissors.
Hollywood himself, right? And the Macho Man Randy Savage getting ready to do battle. The marquee matchup, I really believe, of the 90s will happen at the MGM Grand Garden right there in Las Vegas.
He is. He's wearing the Apocalypse.
I presume there are still some good seats available.
Oh my God! Why would you do that to somebody at Universal Studios? Like you could have just given him like a snap suplex and it would have meant the exact same thing. You fucking idiot.
Top of the head. That is enough. That's the leverage Benoit wants, and JL, he had no chance. Chris Benoit.
I think the Gambler is on the WWE.
A look at the history between the Macho Man Randy Savage and Hollywood, the Punk, Hogan. We'll see that a little bit later in
Oh
the
shit,
hour
Chris
here on
Cruz
TBS
got
now.
him!
Let's take another look
Hollywood
at our
the
slow
Punk
motion instant replay.
Hogan!
That's a Canadian crippler, Chris Benoit.
Fucking
and Mr.
nerd.
JL, Larry.
Look at the movement and look at the balance. Always in a position
Look at the
to
balance.
explode.
He says as he
Drops
just
him right there.
fucking throws
Out of
Jerry
the
Lynn on a
diaphragm
rope.
Earlier, watch the suplex. Bam, right on the back of the
So
neck.
the
JL.
Apocalypse
Didn't have a
is
chance at the
one of a
beginning.
few
Benoit.
different names that got thrown around for a
When
group.
we come back,
They were gonna do like a
look back at
rebel
Brawl at Nitro,
youth
and we'll see
horseman
Harlem
thing.
Heat in action on
In like
TBS.
early '96 with Benoit and Regal, and probably Malenko and Regal, and it was Benoit, Pillman, maybe Regal, maybe Malenko.
It was Sting's
That was supposed to be the end game
It
for
occurred at
the
Brawl.
loose cannon
Lex
Billman
Luger
stuff if he
felt
didn't
its
jump.
effect recently on WCW
Great
Monday Night
fucking camera shot.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what do you guys want to do to transition to this clip package? I don't know, just like take the camera completely out of focus and hold it at the back of the room. Regal was young.
All I gotta say is it was not me on Monday night. It wasn't me, Lex.
Well, I'll tell you what. We got a War Games right now. I saw you. I looked you right in the face before you cheap
Why
shot
is-
at me.
This is before the War Games match, and Lex looks like he's been wrestling for an hour.
You, and I don't believe you.
If you can't believe me, then so be it. I'll see you in a while.
I hope you do.
If you can't believe me, at least suck my dick. That's what it looked like he was gonna say.
That is Sting! That is Sting! Oh, yes!
Mike Tenay looks suspicious of
He was
everybody.
telling the truth.
By the way, if you've not done so already, if you're watching this on Tuesday or even Wednesday morning, go to my social media, my Blue Sky or my Twitter. I posted a clip of Terry Funk and Mike Tenay without context. I'm still not gonna give context. You just gotta watch it.
Come on, Luger.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Don't worry that much about the other guys. Concentrate on Hogan. He's the one we
Yeah, the
gotta
humidity
stop now.
in that building must have been ridiculous.
No question, the elevation of those stinger splashes. That is Sting.
No, that is Sting.
But wait a minute, he's the only one fighting.
Again, this is the Dead Man on Campus era. Sting.
You bet.
If we're ranking him as the Mark Paul Gosselaar of wrestling.
He's done it all by himself.
Can you imagine?
And they didn't trust him.
They didn't trust him.
Well, you look at this now, confrontation. Sting just had words with Luger.
Why are there so many referees in the ring?
Wow.
So for all of those fans out there and all those wrestlers and people that never doubted the Stinger, I'll stand by you
Look how tan he is.
if you stand by me. But for all of the people, all of the commentators, all of
Oh
the
my god, your
wrestlers,
internet died
and all
again
the
during the
best
other
friends
Chris
who did
Benoit
doubt
match?
me,
Holy
you
shit.
can
I think
stick
your
it.
ISP does have a thing. Against,
From now
Chris
on, I
Benoit.
consider myself a free agent.
That's not how contracts
That
work,
doesn't mean that
Sting.
you won't see the Stinger from time to time.
If your deal with WCW has more time on it, you can't just be like, I don't work here anymore. Sorry.
What about tonight?
What did he mean?
What about tonight?
What about tonight?
The total package. Lex Luger is walking out to the ring, but where is Sting?
As he turned his back on his best friend, he said he's becoming a free agent.
And he wouldn't even look at a
Bravo. Thank you for the cheers.
He talked to the fans, but he would not even look in a WCW camera.
And you.
Yeah, baby.
And
Welcome
you.
aboard.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, man. No, let's
Welcome
hear it. Let's hear
aboard.
this one more time.
Happy Tuesday to
Play it,
you,
baby.
Bravo.
Play it, baby.
Sorry, it doesn't show me what you type with the cheers. I have to look at my phone.
Sting, a very upset man. At
Our
Nitro,
Apollos,
and of course,
thank you so much for the
well, I don't wanna say turning his
follow.
back on Lex
And
Luger,
the
but not showing
Apollos.
up for the match at Nitro, gentlemen.
Oh my
Lex
god, we have
Luger
even
got
more
nothing
Armstrongs.
pounded out of him as a result.
You know, whenever Sting feels,
Armstrongs are like
he
head
says,
lice tonight.
How stunned he was that his own friend didn't trust him, and how shocked and how upset Feelings don't belong inside the ring.
I love the kids are like, these guys have good work rate. We need to give them a golf.
Go get a job with the Red Cross and help little old ladies across the street.
Harlem Heat. WCW had 4 tag teams.
You know, more than often lately. Often.
If you came out of Bob Armstrong's balls,
he needs to get over
you had a spot on WCW
Get
Pro.
over it, all right? I'm talking Stinger. He's the franchise player. We are in a problem here with guys from this place called NWO Made Demand.
I believe there are. The Armstrongs do pop up in those WCW lawsuit, where they list the rosters and how much they made, the payroll lists. This song is public domain.
Over it, as I say, apologies been made. You know, I don't trust Luger to this day, but bottom line, he's been out there. I found myself at Fall Brawl. Actually, and you heard
who the fuck's that guy?
Yelling and screaming for Iron Anderson.
Some random ass dude just came up and grabbed Harlem Heat's ring gear.
What a big boy play at WCW. Larry's right. I mean, you know, come on with it. Let's go.
Harlem Heat here on TBS following their successful title defense.
But he ain't right about it.
But like ring crew, you have to wear like a WCW shirt to like identify yourself. That guy was just wearing like a yellow polo shirt, looking like he's going out to golf.
The New World Order, who has now 6 members.
Well, again,
yeah, I think one of Doug Dillinger's cop buddies just showed up to Universal. He's like, hey, could you like grab their tights so it doesn't look suspicious when I'm letting you in the park?
So I'm not sure that essentially disqualifies
Harlem Heat's manager, Golf Dad.
Yeah, no. He's not a member of the New World Order. Get that out. That already happened. Now you're getting back in the fishnet. You jump right back in the ocean.
Patrick rubbing that rope.
In a fishnet, yeah, with a paranoid, and they'll come up and bite you when you start saying that.
Oh, he dumped him.
Oh, he dumped him.
We didn't believe him. The world didn't believe him. Luger didn't believe him. We all knew it was in Japan. And bottom line, they come back, clean house, got in a situation, though, once again, where his long-life friend, Luger, got a mud hole stomped in him. And now
mud hole stomped in him.
Bottom line, we said it before. I'll say it again. Halloween Havoc, Savage and Hogan, beat Hogan, this mess is over. Simple.
Yeah, these dudes, it's not like they didn't have accents. You could tell they were from Texas. And even like after, like, they kind of came clean and were like cutting promos about being from Texas, they would still also simultaneously talk about growing up on 110th Street. It was so confusing.
Johnny Armstrong, yeah, you're right, unfortunately, look at that.
He cut him up. Harlem, he really.
All right, Fake White Ken, thank you so much for the support. Catch you next time.
They had Sherry came into play there. Colonel Parker came into play. Kane came into play. Nevertheless, Harlem Heat still on top of the game.
Houston Heat doesn't have the same ring, but hey, it'll be truthful.
I would love to see Face of Fear, who we've seen on.
Nick Patrick's pants are falling down.
Line up with Harlem Heat right here. That would be a good one now. You know what I'm talking about? Because the Armstrongs are getting ragtagged by Harlem Heat. And how many times
Look at this
have we
kick.
Pow.
Boy, again, yes, got right there, smallest of the Armstrongs. Just got nailed right in the back by Booker T, phenomenal athlete. Again, Armstrong's maybe a little too traditional. These guys.
Exactly. Houston's a big hip hop city. Oh, shit.
Roll him up.
They did roll him up. The inside cradle got the 2 count.
Couldn't hold him.
And a quick tag to Big Brother Stevie Ray, who comes in. And the whip now on Scotty Armstrong.
Oh, big
believe it,
boots.
Armstrong is still on his feet, wobbly, however, and this could be the conclusion of this match.
Oh, shit. Oh. I love that Harlem Heat got to squash the Armstrongs, but Public Enemy had to do like a 30-minute match with them. Kind of showing the hierarchy of WCW.
Really on top of the game. To beat him, you better have a good game plan, which includes Sheriff, Colonel Parker, includes the whole package. You know what I'm saying?
I do dig it.
Don't get too close to them when they're talking.
I need to do a stream one week with one of those Breathe Right strips on.
Just had the Armstrongs off guard. Got bad position. Booker T nailed him. Always kept him in the right corner. Made a lot of tags. The teamwork took its toll.
And we'll take a look at the history between the Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan. We'll see why there is so much bad blood.
I mean, some of it. You can't show all of it.
When we continue in a moment on PBS.
You know, you don't own all that stuff. Oh, shit.
Welcome back to WCW Pro Wrestling.
Rough and ready.
Here on TBS Destination.
Oh, I see enhancement wrestlers.
Rough and ready, and Dusty, you
We got a squash match.
what Dirty Dick Slater is capable of.
Well, I tell you what, he got him a good partner because Mike Enos
Got him a good partner. Got himself some leather pants.
in the ring. Well, Dirty Dick Slater had that.
They let him wrestle with his shirt off again. He doesn't have to wrestle with a t-shirt on like he did with his buddy Buck.
They are two tough characters. When you talk about Harlem Heat, when you talk about the tag team picture, and that's about all he's got, you got to include Rough and Ready right there. Let's see
What we got here? Cliff Sheets, Casey Thompson.
Of leadership, what Dusty said about Mike Enos, but when he follows the leadership of the experienced Dick Slater.
Dick Slater did beat the thing one night in a restaurant, gave him a swirly.
WCW better do. Well, I still don't trust Randy Savage saving the day.
Where did that come out of?
Are they supposed to be bikers for cowboys? Yes.
I don't think he can do it.
I don't think they even knew. I hope Mike Enos has a Rough and Ready vest in his closet. Casey Thompson looked like Arn Anderson in 7th grade. Oh my God, what is this going to be? Are you fuck? Oh, I thought he was going to do a reverse DDT bridged on the top rope.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, I tell you what, you know, they got kind of a...
This is a, you know, they film shit out of order because there's no way Nick Patrick's agreeing to two matches back to back.
For the whipping that they are getting right now.
Mike Enos did have We Will Rock You as his theme, a rip off of it at the end of his WCW run.
You know what I'm talking about?
No reason at all.
Yeah, it seems like their theme song sounded like, oh shit. Like somebody just taped the audio from a John Wayne movie they aired on TBS. It was like, here's your entrance song.
So he's got Mike Enos in there doing the horse work. I mean, this guy.
The horse work, you say?
Now he tags Slater.
Pulling the load. I think you're looking for pulling the load, like horsepower, pulling the load. I think that's what you're looking for.
The workhorse of the team.
Yeah, pulling the load.
A big right there by Dirty
Patrick's like, don't hit him.
Monday Nitro, the hottest wrestling
This one time as opposed to the 80 other times you've thrown punches in this match.
On our sister network, TNTN.
Delayed reaction. Shit it.
Brings this crowd to a roar.
Slater doesn't make any mistakes. Doesn't waste a lot of movement. Knows he's got the man in trouble.
Big Van Volter.
Comes the whip.
What the fuck?
Man, I'm telling you, what is... Oh.
What happened?
Out. Unbelievable.
He hit the cameraman. That takes care of that $60,000.
Dude just had to do a tope onto the camera operator.
Hit out there.
Boy, did he ever hit the cameraman, and Mike Enos going out to do more damage to this unfortunate young man, and dumps him right back in the ring.
This unfortunate young man. That is such a mean thing to say. Oh God. Fuck you, Chris Cruz. Calling this match like it's the fucking main event of Starrcade.
Well beyond his young years and his level of experience.
You know, every once in a while I play matchmaker. You know, I don't have the experience to do that, but I tried to.
You never done that?
You know what? Cruz needs a match. Good luck.
What I'm saying is, I really would like to see Rough and Ready. You know what I'm talking about? Against Harlem Heat.
Dusty Rhodes making allusions to his stints as Booker on commentary.
Rough and Ready are ready for Harlem Heat.
A very good point.
Plus, who put them together? Who do they know? Who game plan they know real well?
Oh, I think dude was supposed to go over the top rope. I don't think he was supposed to land on Jackie Crockett on the floor.
What is that supposed to mean? What should I infer from that
You're the one
passage?
flying around the country looking for a fiance every week.
Where did that come from? Whoa. Yeah. But you're not flying around anymore because of your license.
Right there, Enos cut him off at the pass.
And Slater just about.
Dick Slater just did the giant neck twist.
Look at him.
Yeah. What is he just
What the fuck is this finish? Nick Patrick's like, no, you can't put him in a chin lock. It is too dangerous.
Apparently, the referee Nick Patrick has said the team of Rough and Ready has won this.
He did the giant twist at Hulk Hogan's head.
Let's take a look.
He had Zeus's finisher too. What tapes was Dick Slater watching? We don't need to watch a video package about Hulk Hogan. Stupid idiot Hulk Hogan. Yeah, we don't need to watch any of this. There we go. We're skipping ahead. Got Chavo Guerrero and Diamond Dallas Page.
There you go, got to go. Fight fire with fire. That's exactly what
I'm
Chavo
sorry,
Guerrero
Brian.
is doing. He has attacked
Awful.
DDP.
But it hasn't started yet.
And we have got to take a very quick break. Bad timing here, but we've got to take
Bad
a break. When
timing.
we
I
come
agree,
back,
Chris
the
Cruz.
conclusion of this
Horrible
match,
timing.
main event of the Pro. We're back on WCW Pro. Cruz, the Dream, the Legend, and Diamond Dallas Page has tried to get the upper hand. Gentlemen, after being attacked from behind.
Oh, the ring is spinning as they're wrestling. Huh.
By Guerrero, Diamond Dallas trying to
Very rare.
holding on for dear life.
And you can tell they can't do shit.
What do you mean foul play? What do you mean foul play?
DDP's like, we're gonna stay right fucking here until they stop spinning this ring. There we go. Now they're working out of the hold.
You are so right. We're talking about a huge.
Yeah, DDP's like, brother, I am not hitting those ropes until this ring stays still.
Guerrero's have done first, Legend. How can you say that Guerrero was wrong by jumping this guy?
I didn't say he was wrong. I just said he caught him off guard.
You being the best sportsman I ever knew in your wrestling career. Ha ha, bah humbug, bula bula.
Yeah, spinning. That's your graduation test from NXT. You have to work hard cam while the ring spins. Yeah, DDP's thinking, this wasn't in my notebook.
Viciously attacked him after losing the Battle Bowl ring, Larry.
Well, good. Now Diamond has a chance to prove
Diamond.
to the world that losing to Eddie was nothing.
Love Larry calling him Diamond, like Diamond is his first name.
For the ring. Frankly, Eddie Guerrero already ought to have the ring, but possession being 9/10 of the law, I'm not sure if that's a legal principle. Diamond Dallas Page Dusty has the ring.
Watch him use the leverage right here. Dallas Page really on top of his game, but he's got a problem with this Guerrero. He's got a problem with all the Guerrero.
Referee's like, why is this rope shaking?
Those guys, we got to keep talking about
Yeah, that great hip hop song, Rope Shaker.
Of the new world order.
Joseph Park in general was so much fun.
If Dallas possesses maybe the most awesome hold of
Chris Abyss did such a good job with Joseph Park.
About the diamond cutter, he can get you at any minute.
Could you imagine a battle royal in the spinning ring?
And put it on you, brother.
Everyone throwing up on each other.
Happened with this young man right here.
Well, he took years to perfect it. Has a diamond cutter to a science. To put it on from a lot of different angles. That's what he was working on over the years.
I know who the benefactor is.
You know what? I just thought of it maybe the New World Order.
I didn't say that. You did.
Oh yeah, he didn't. Did Joseph Park even really bump when he was when Abyss was doing the Joseph Park thing? I don't think he really bumped.
Gentlemen, would you please tomorrow night WCW's Monday Nitro, of course. Many of the superstars of World Championship Wrestling are on tour in Japan. Randy Macho Man Savage, about the only WCW superstar left. Is the NWO going to take control?
I love how ugly DDP's tights are here.
I tell you what, it's going to really be something. You know, the hottest live wrestling program in the
I
world.
would never get on that ride.
And I distinguished colleague.
My son has, I will not.
Got him right there. Let me tell you what, we better have our eyes and ears open tomorrow night because a lot of people are in Japan, but there's a lot of...
Relatively speaking, these are two of the most successful WCW wrestlers of the 21st century, if you think about it. Because DDP's made millions off of DDP Yoga. Chavo Guerrero's like a Hollywood fight coordinator now.
Legend, he was really up in arms.
Hey, we might see. What if the Legend gets attacked tomorrow night? What if you get attacked tomorrow night?
That's not a real door. It's just set design. You can't go through it, bud.
Exactly. Get one quick.
Let's see this again in our slow motion instant replay here on Destination Sunday on TBS.
Destination Sunday.
Chavo Guerrero Jr.
All right there, Diamond Dallas, 6'5" up and came underneath the chin. Guerrero Jr. tried to get him, but just didn't have enough.
Oh, hey, it's a butt cheek. A butt cheek on Destination Sunday. Yeah, that was a pretty obvious pin. Pretty obvious cheat. All right. final episode of the evening.
Probably gonna be the new World Tag Team Champion.
Well, that came out of the blue. It was a little off-center, that small package. I couldn't see the angle, but Booker T.
There had to have been something more eventful on that Nitro. It's normally like the biggest event on a Nitro.
Very pleasant Sunday afternoon, everybody. Lee Marshall along with the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, God.
Legend Larry Zbyszko. And seeing what we
They
saw
replaced
take
Chris
place from
Cruz
TNT Monday Nitro.
with a
About quote that
slightly
might in
less
fact reflect
dweeby
what's going on.
announcer.
And the one that comes to mind, Dusty, is those that avoid the obvious are destined to see their own destruction.
Well, I tell you what, somebody better wake up. You can quote Shakespeare, can quote Stagger Lee Marshall, can quote Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Bottom line, can we rebound at Slim Jim Halloween Havoc?
Zbyszko
Or even
fucking
today,
hated Lee Marshall.
even, Monday
He's
night, can we
miserable.
Rebound from this embarrassment,
He is
my friend,
miserable
at the
standing
hands
next
of
to
the
Lee
NWO.
Marshall. I
The one
love
thing
this
that became
body
obvious to
language.
me, and let me address this to you, Larry. The fact that the NWO comes out, but they seem to wait until you and Tony Schiavone have left the Monday Nitro broadcast position, or the fact that
Yeah, how could he work
Dream's not
Weasel?
around. They seem to just pick on, well, the obvious.
God, I was watching something the other night, and the Lee Marshall Road Report came up, and he made he made reference to the Green Bay Weasels. He just took out the word Packers and replaced it with Weasels. It wasn't even a rhyme. Lee Marshall has passed away, unfortunately. Larry Zbyszko is the only survivor of these three, somehow.
As a matter of fact, it will be Randy Savage carrying the flag for WCW. This is the Pro. Well,
This is the Pro.
Lines from that great old Bus Boys tune come Monday Nitro. The boys are back in town.
Well, WCW will be at full strength, and we'll see what the new world.
All right, who we got here? Oh, it's JL again. I'm just glad he didn't break his neck in that Benoit match. Yeah, Larry Zbyszko must live to see women lose their right to vote again. He must live to see suffrage ended.
Surely now, NWO won't fool around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that right or wrong?
That's right. I thought
Yeah, nay, yes or no?
I thought the
Oh, Dean Malenko.
Your feet off before you come into the house.
What is that?
Well, never mind.
No, you got to put down the thing.
The mask
Going
was
there.
Jerry Lynn's idea.
After you leave.
Put down what thing?
He did it in Japan for a Masked Man tournament,
We talking Slim Jim Halloween
and
Havoc.
then he pitched it to WCW like, hey man, Power Rangers are cool, I'll be a Power
What a great
Ranger.
analogy. Legendary Larry
And then they're like,
about
cool, you can be a
all the
Power
matches
Ranger
with
that
their
loses
athletic
every
abilities.
match.
You know what I'm saying? Calculated they are, but I guarantee you, I believe this Monday Night is going to be a different story. We got to pick ourselves up.
Boo! They were just cheering him 2 episodes ago.
We've been swept. You know what I mean? We've been swept on the rug.
Well, it really is, if nothing else.
Yeah, only Lee Marshall would be the nerd that would mention that Boys Are Back in Town. It was a Bus Boys song instead of Thin Lizzy. I believe that was mentioned in Who Pro, where he was in the Masked Man
After what
tournament.
he actually still thinks is his, and that is the Cruiserweight Championship of the world. Held
I
by
forget his name. It was something like Oregon Vampire or something cool like that.
Malenko frustrated ever since losing the title to Mysterio Jr. Right here, making JL.
Oh, hey, it's a Lion Tamer, another WCW Cruiserweight submission hold.
Wants to beat Malenko. He wants a
I don't know. SSS
along with a
JD.
lot of other guys, but I think the man of 1,000 holds has probably the best chance to take it away.
Yeah, but if now get me right on this. If this is the man of 1,000 holds, right? He knows the 1,000 holds.
Yes.
There's 1,000 counters, Larry Legend.
Well, there are 1,000 counters.
It's
but
lost
if
a
you're
Grand
hooked,
Naniwa.
it's
Thank
too
you,
late
Rev
to
Ray.
counter. If you've got a counter, you've got a counter block. Before you
Sultan
can hook
Gargola.
someone,
Yes,
otherwise
thank
there's
you,
nowhere to go. It's
Babaruski.
like
I knew it was
a
something
block, you
cool
can block it, you can counter to a point,
with like
but once
a
thing
groove
sits back
and
down,
noise in it.
It's too late to counter. It's time to give up.
Well, we better counter. Speaking of Sting,
But yeah, that's where the concept of Mr. JL
Speaking of Sting, we better
bloomed.
get him back in the fold. You know what I mean here, WCW. We're talking
And
about
shockingly, they would not
franchise
let
Bottom
them.
line,
They would
needs to
not
get
let
back
Jerry
in the
Lynn
fold
call
as we
himself
reach his
Sultan
challenge
Gargola
now of the momentum
in
which is in the
WCW.
court of the NWO.
They had to go with Mr. JL.
He declared himself. He not only did it, but he did so with his back turned. And I must tell you, there are those within WCW that had it coming.
That's for just licking.
Bull. The fact of the matter is he did it. Now, if he's going to be our franchise player, that's one thing. But the fact of the matter is the franchise player at the moment is Randy Macho Man Savage. Now, we either rally behind this guy, or we can just give it up now and we'll get our paychecks signed in spray paint by NWO.
Get our paychecks signed in spray paint?
I just don't think Savage is enough. I mean, Sting's an island unto himself.
Could you imagine how not usable those checks would be? Going to the ATM with a wet check.
That no one wants to associate with because he's nuts. I mean, you know, he's a violent character. Now you got the
That's actually kind of true, Christopher Prentice.
Two of them are upset.
He just did lots of wrist locks.
You got Luger who's upset with himself, and Sting that doesn't trust anybody. Right. We're not unified. The New World Order, at least has leadership and a focus. We've got more power. We've got more athletic
How pissed
ability.
do you think Larry Zbyszko was that they never made New World Order
Randy
shirts?
Savage is not enough.
Why not? Now, let me reflect on something you said. We've tried to rationalize with them. We've tried to negotiate with them. None of that is working.
We've tried to negotiate and rationalize. No, you haven't.
Well, maybe that's what's in
You were
order,
just like,
Larry.
hey, let's fucking fight.
Man, he dumped
No one negotiated with the NWO.
Too late for the counter.
Yeah, that's true. And JL, as we said, is a guy that takes a lot of risk and high-risk maneuver. He cannot beat Malenko on the mat.
Gorgon Cross.
We've stated that. Bottom line,
Jerry Lynn knows many things that sound like death metal bands.
Situation that JL's caught himself in right here.
Jerry Lynn.
To get him a win right here on the
God.
post.
I've never studied anatomy, but
I love Jerry Lynn. He's goofy. He's got some problematic political beliefs, but you know what? He's old. He's an old white guy from Minnesota.
He's already in the predicament.
Not quite Tim
All he can do
Walls.
is try to keep turning to keep the pressure off. If he goes either way, Malenko can just twist that ankle, coming back on the knee. Malenko did the right thing. JL likes to fly.
And by not quite, I mean completely
Malenko's
opposite.
keeping him on the mat and slowing him down.
Yeah. Did I do a good job, JR?
On that left leg, that knee. There he goes again. He's got him wound up like a corkscrew. Ow. Wow.
See, right now, boy, look at
Jerry Lynn follows some very problematic folks on, very problematic political folks on Twitter.
Still junior them guys when they're in there with Malenko. You ground them, you get them away from their game plan, like he has JL right here. Then I guarantee you're going to have
Gorgon Cross is the correct name. Okay. It was Gorgon Cross in that Masked Man tournament.
Once again, you've got Dean Malenko working on the left leg and the left knee, even though he's out
Yeah,
of
it's a
the
bummer,
ring.
but again, like I said, Jerry Lynn's a fucking middle-aged white dude from Minnesota. Like, they're not all gonna be Tim Walls.
Let me spell it out for you then, Larry. There's Nick Patrick.
I don't know, it sucks, but
and Malenko's outside,
I'm not losing sleep over it.
slamming JL's knee and leg into the ring.
Yeah, but then he let him go. He's got 4 legal seconds. He took advantage of it. Nick Patrick, there's nothing he can do until after a legal 5 count.
Once again, it's Malenko working on that leg. You know, for every action, there's a reaction.
I love the zoom in on his hand as he's literally using this as a rest hold.
That's right.
Break a neck, your reaction is going to be severe swelling and an ambulance trip.
And now Malenko not only has his leg wrapped up, he's putting his weight on him, so he's making JL carry his weight as well. Patrick asking
That's
JL
adorable. Lee Marshall's trying to do like analysis.
Counters quick enough. He's winding up in situations where Malenko is in control of his body. He has him tied up. JL's got to expend a lot of energy just to try to get away.
Oh, wow.
It's a felonious 5 counts. I love the idea of that. If you don't break by 5, you get arrested.
And working in his favor as he counters now the vicious ground attack.
I think Larry Zbyszko was just grumpy in general. Couldn't help but take it out on the baby faces and the heels. Why is everyone wanting to thump that dude on his fucking head at Universal Studios?
He could only get as far as the second, and I think that's because Malenko, watch this!
Dumps him again! Right on the back of his neck!
Yeah, Larry Zbyszko's a fucking
Chicken
weirdo.
wings him, picks him up.
Jason Rance's roommate.
Bombs him right on the C of WCW, and again, he's got him hooked by that left leg, has it clover-leafed under.
He's got him hooked up right there. Make no mistake about it. I I'll tell you what, guys. You see a victory there. Will it be victory?
Like, the only difference between Dean Malenko as a babyface and a heel is Dean Malenko as a heel breaks a hold on 4. Dean Malenko as a babyface breaks a hold on 1. Otherwise, same thing.
If you will. They are punks. They are thugs. They are
They're
thugs on
thugs.
television. They are thugs off of television.
And to reflect on something Larry said, they've got leadership, and that's Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Have another look at this one, legend.
Well, right there, Malenko, picture perfect, dumped him right on his head. One time wasn't enough. He picks JL up, dumps him on his head again. And of course, we all know, Lee, that third time.
They would do that a lot. Shit on the towns.
Again, picks him up.
Like, after the Road Report, Lee Marks would be like, oh, it's such a cool town, I'm partying. And then they would cut back to Tony Schiavone. He's like, no, you're not, you fucking nerd.
Sits down. Too late to counter. JL hooked.
I've got to think Rey Mysterio Jr., like everybody, watching the big win by Dean Malenko right here on the Pro on TBS. We're coming back with more action. Don't go away.
All right, the Naniwa Jerry Lynn Masked Man Tournament match is on YouTube. Thank you, Rev Ray. Firstborn 81, thank you for the follow. Hey, it's Tony in the control center. So this was the period Gene's contract had run out. And he was off TV for like a month because he wanted a lot more money, and WCW was like, we don't want to give you money. And then I think eventually they did just give him a lot more money because
it will be for the WCW World Heavyweight title. Hollywood Hulk Hogan,
but also WWE didn't want him back. He did try to go to back to WWF, and Vince is like, no, I can't do it, man.
A little return, if you'll recall, from the Clash of the Champions back in August. A new match to announce this week. Arn Anderson of the Four Horsemen one-on-one against the Total Package Lex Luger.
Arn Anderson's final pay-per-view match.
Here's a reminder to be sure to enter the Slim Jim Snap to Win sweepstakes. You can win a Road Legal Slim Jim.
Yeah, Larry was going to be in the control center, but he just wanted to insult all the wrestlers. Arn Anderson's going to wrestle Lex Luger. I'd beat both their asses.
23rd, 1996. For more information, see in-store displays or send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the address on your screen. And make your plans to join us for Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. Live at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. The pay-per-view spectacular can be seen.
Underrated cool logo.
Cable operator on DirecTV. You can call 1-800-347-3288 or turn
but the font looks like boogers.
843-9266 for you satellite dish owners. This is the big one. It's Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Oh, if Gene would have called Vince directly.
Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. Sunday, October
27th,
live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. This spectacular
Gene wasn't talking to Jim Ross.
Pay-per-view TV.
Gene ever? I think Gene did like a one-off in the Orlando Asylum days.
You have to give the devil his due. The devil in this case being, well, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Like it or not,
why did they give him so much headroom on that shot?
And to that point, call one.
Camera operator's like, yeah, I'm gonna make you look like a tiny little boy.
Hotline fans will hear absolutely the latest going on in WCW from Bobby the Brain Heenan. It's $1.49 a minute. Kids, make sure.
Bobby Heenan's like, I don't want to plug my own hotline
WCW hotline
thing.
with the
I don't
Brain.
care.
1-900-909-9900. Call now. If you go to the hardware store looking for spray paint, you might find that shelf a little depleted. It would seem the NWO is
I think we got a recap coming up.
Using some of it
I'm
on
gonna
the
skip
Macho
it
Man.
because we're getting late.
The Nacho Man's
Yep. All right, we got a Steiner brother. It's transphobe Rick.
Stability. Hogan's focus. Macho Man is upset about a whole bunch of things.
Yep, Gene was doing the hotline plug because, or Lee was doing the hotline plug because Gene was gone, and Bobby Heenan didn't want to do his own plug.
That the guy carrying the flag for WCW.
Appreciate you, Firstborn. Thank you. We got fake Manny Fernandez, who's like, oh shit, there's a camera over there, against Rick Steiner.
As we take a look at the baddest dog in the pound, Rick Steiner, I don't believe that the match we're going to be watching right here, the outcome is in doubt right here when Rick Steiner's in there against somebody.
That's cool, Commodore Amigo.
I'm going to take this opportunity real quick. We said, now, quote, months ago, quote,
Whoa.
Giant carrying the flag for WCW.
Manny Fernandez is like, hey, look at my slightly defined arm.
Right around. And now then,
Manny Fernandez, for those of you that don't know, was Bill Goldberg's punching bag in the power plant when he'd want to try new moves.
You know what I mean? We got to stop that net. We got to all, including the baddest dog in the pound, Rick Steiner, get one big flag.
Fake Mr. Wall Street, as Rick just called him.
And these punks, these thugs, if you will, I guarantee you, I ain't seen six beat anybody. Put him one-on-one, take away
This AWF legend, Manny Fernandez. WXO, Maniac Manny, with the green face paint.
But they do things that punks do, Dusty. I don't care that Six has never beaten anybody, and that is true. But the fact is, they don't go one-on-one. They come at you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at a time.
Oh boy. That boy dead. That was rough.
That's it. You had that one basically called, Dusty. There's your winner.
Steiner took this guy out of his boots, and frankly, I'm afraid to see.
That's a dead man. Yeah, that guy's dead.
Yeah.
Hogan is the man.
We'll be back with more action right here on the Pro on TBS.
That's kind of fucking pointless. Oh shit, Braun's gonna wrestle. And he's got rabies.
Last and best hope for WCW against Hollywood Hogan is none other than the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Well, you know, that was a time when I looked at this marquee matchup. And
all right, Yankee Hawk. See you Sunday. Have a good night. Thanks for the hang. Shout out to my SSRI gang. Gonna take my pill for the night. So I can go to sleep when we are done.
This situation with the Macho Man and get Sting back in the fold.
Now, Legendary Larry, you made it quite clear to take on the champion, you really got to get your game face on, and you've made no bones about the fact you think Macho Man's wrapped way too tight.
Yeah, mentally he's not prepared. Savage has guts. He's got physical ability. He's got courage. He flies off that top turnbuckle. He lands on opponents. He's fearless.
Please pantomime more moves, Larry.
You cannot put it together unless your brain cells are functioning properly, and Savage is still seeing psychiatrists.
Let's have a look at the Macho Man Randy Savage and Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
We're going to skip this recap.
Great tag team action, but...
Yeah, there we go.
Savage is hurt. He's hurt bad. I'll tell you what, he is
too far. Sorry, gang. This is why I never skip stuff normally. All right, there we go. There's Braun. Braun!
Talk about something Kevin Sullivan dug out of the dirt. This guy's insane.
I got Johnny Boone in the ring. Future referee. Braun the Leprechaun, a.k.a. Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker.
And beating people and stomping mud holes in them. Going back to that comment we made, and I'll get off of it as Braun goes ahead.
He was drooling, trying to mimic having rabies.
Hogan is the man. You got to beat the man.
You know, those leprechauns that have rabies?
They had to tag along and grab the flag.
Needs more Delveezy.
Like it or not, boys, that's what's going on. You're picking your spot. Let's pick one tomorrow night live on TNT Nitro when all our boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town.
I'm surprised.
Halloween Havoc.
There's never been like a convention promoter that's hit him up to do the Braun the Leprechaun thing.
As we said, the brand new tag team champions of the world, they take on Hall & Nash, the Outsiders.
Like, granted, I don't think he can grow hair anymore. I think he's bald.
Taking on the Four Horsemen, Chris Benoit.
I don't think he can do the red hair. Hey, Northern Light Suplex.
And Eddie Guerrero. That's coming up exclusively on pay-per-view. Call your cable operator right now.
I will say, he does look like a different person.
He won't get off. Not giving this guy a break. You know, Kevin Sullivan files this guy's teeth into points.
Like with the teeth and like growing out his hair and dyeing it, he does look like a different human being.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I know for a fact that one thing is for certain.
I love how enthusiastic Jimmy Hart is about managing a leprechaun.
He just fits the Dungeon of Doom. You know what I mean?
I can't imagine that, and I will never stand up really for Jimmy.
Yeah, that's the big flaw is, yeah, Dwayne Bruce is short, but leprechauns are like 3 feet tall.
Hart escorting this man to the ring.
And so he just didn't stand next to any other grown adults.
Jimmy Hart's a mental giant.
Oh!
Champions and even a wild animal tamer here.
Jimmy Hart will associate.
There we go. 3 counts.
Will do him some good. Even a guy as nutty as this.
Oh, he's biting them.
This guy's totally out of control.
Oh,
now Jimmy Hart trying to get. Yeah, here's
I couldn't see his full lower torso, so I couldn't tell how high or low he was up on him. It kind of looked like he was sucking his dick for a second.
Look at this, Braun. He's going to go after Hart.
Yeah, he's going to try to go bite him somewhere.
Bite him somewhere.
Having no loyalties. We're going to be back with more Pro on TBS. Get in.
Wait, why did Lee Marshall call him an idiot?
We are back in the control center. Slim Jim presents.
Oh, they are serious. They're like, fuck you, Gene Okerlund. Tony will do 2 control centers in 1 week.
8 p.m. Eastern, 5 on the West Coast. Call your local cable operator right now for availability. Satellite dish owners call DirecTV or
That's a good point. Jimmy Hart had custom jackets for literally every other wrestler he ever managed except for Braun the Leprechaun.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan meets the Macho Man, Randy Savage. In addition, for the Battle Bowl ring, Diamond Dallas collides with Eddie Guerrero. WCW Cruiserweight title on the line. Rey Mysterio Jr. meets former champ Dean Malenko. And a new match to announce this week.
How long did Tony do this last? A few weeks. Gene was back by Halloween Havoc.
To add to that, in tag action, the Faces of Fear will meet Chris Benoit and Steve Mongo McMichael of the Four Horsemen, and the new World Tag Team Champions, Public Enemy, will defend against the Outsiders, Hall and Nash of the NWO. Another reminder to be sure to enter the Slim Jim Snap to Win sweepstakes. You could win a Road Legal Slim Jim monster truck or a trip for 4 to Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc on October 27th. No purchase necessary.
How long did Jimmy and Braun last? Like a few weeks. Actually, no. Braun came out for the Nitro where the NWO attacked Ray. Threw him into the truck. It was actually a couple months.
Halloween Havoc, live at the MGM Grand in
Well, like, this is the end of it.
Pay-per-view spectacular can be seen by calling your local cable operator.
Yeah, what the fuck is a Road Legal monster truck?
1-800-347-3288.
That sounds like an incorrect term.
9266 if you have
That sounds like a lie.
Don't miss Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc, live at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Sunday, October 27th. 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 on the West Coast.
Yeah, if it's street legal, it's not a monster truck. It's just a truck.
Oh,
hey, it's the Nasty Boys, the monster trucks of people.
Let's call it gut check time.
Nick Patrick is so scared he's going to fall down in that spinning ring.
Have the guts. A lot of people asking that. I think he's got too much guts. He thinks with his guts and not with his mind.
He thinks with his guts.
Human chest. And Hogan, I hate to say it, has been playing like a master.
Well, that goes back to the statement I just made. I mean, he's got a lot of people organized.
This is towards the end of the Nasty Boys' WCW run.
On his mind when he put this thing together to take over, all hostile takeover that started out.
Tony liked working in WCW up until it got really stupid. Tony was miserable at the end, but he loved working for WCW.
We've got to rebound. I mean it. We
Tony loves wrestling.
Have to rebound here at WCW. We will get that.
Well, Jerry Saggs retired.
We better rebound.
Like, he came back to wrestle in the 2000s, but like, his neck got fucked up really bad.
What about the New World Order?
Scott Hall hit him in the head with a chair. He sued the company. Brian Knobbs came back.
Well, wait a minute. The weight is on Macho Man. The fact of the matter is, NWO, as you pointed out, Larry, they do have leadership in Hollywood Hulk Hogan, or the Punk as Dusty now calls him, rightfully so. The fact is, Macho Man.
I cannot imagine how many times these two teams wrestled in the mid-90s. It has to be in the 4 figures.
It's just our lucky month.
I tell you what, you talk about suckers right here. They got to be feeling the ill of Public Enemy taking the title from them. And Harlem Heat has to really meet the task here of the Nasty Boys, because Nasty Boys might beat them. That's 2 in a row for Harlem Heat.
This is our main event on the Pro, and we're going to be back with the action right here on TV.
I've never heard that story, but that's awesome.
I don't want to put the cart before the horse.
That's
the cart
dope.
being Slim
Good on
Jim's
Randy.
Halloween Havoc.
That's sweet.
The horse, however, being tomorrow night.
But no, I've never heard
Monday
that story
Nitro, as we
before,
said,
Commodore
Dusty,
Amigo.
The boys are back in town.
Extreme close-up on Stevie Ray's eyebrow.
Analyze
Well, this is the final match of the evening.
The legendary Larry Zbyszko was there, the hottest show on Monday nights on television.
I believe that's Uncensored 95,
On
right?
Saturday night, we all
Which is
about
on
it.
YouTube.
But legend talked about
It's on the
situation
WCW
with him.
YouTube channel.
We've seen it come to pass as we went into the second hour of Nitro. We've seen this thing unfold as hostages were taken. Well, forget that.
Hostages.
Tomorrow night, Monday Nitro.
I mean, Liz was kind of a hostage. All right, Night Red Wolf Sam, have a good one.
Mike Tenay and Bobby Heenan. Well, I tell you what.
See you
all
soon.
the boys are back in town. Maybe a different story. Maybe tomorrow night we start standing up for ourselves. And
Armstrong brothers, who have not been born yet, winning and stand by.
Because I'm going to be there, and I want to make sure nothing happens in my hour of the show. That's precious to me. I'm going to be.
That's precious to me.
But again,
Larry Zbyszko's hour of Nitro is precious to him, he said.
Sneak into an organism when you're not aware of it. But now we know we'll be in full power tomorrow night at Nitro.
They are cowards. And the reason I bring that up is they're not going to go after you. Why would they go after you?
I love wrestler breathing.
Dusty, are you kidding? You guys are both former heavyweight champions of the world. They don't go after you guys.
Yeah, but that's not
they
even.
go after.
Yeah, but we're making too big a case about that, Stagger Lee. The case is they go after calculated things that they
Booker's
have
trying not to
planned
laugh
out.
at something. I'm assuming it's the Nasty Boys' offense.
They went after a company. You know what I mean? They went after an organization, and they have accomplished most of what they set out to do. Now we got to stop him. Slim Jim, Halloween Havoc. To be the man, you got to beat the man. The man is Hulk Hogan.
This rest period between rounds of golf. This is precious hour.
Larry, you know, I know that you might not come out of firing like you should. And if Harlem Heat loses, they move on down the ladder. I would say below the face of fear. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, right here. Yeah, big match for both these teams right here. Harlem Heat wants a victory. Booker T, he wants to make sure he gets one.
And let me also point out your referee in this main event match, none other than Nick Patrick.
Oh.
Brian Knobs with the boot, and now a whoa!
Nice shot. Nice shot right there.
For the cover goes.
That was the laziest pin breakup. I'm just gonna like reach my leg out, not even leave the apron, boot you on the head with my little toe.
But let me tell you something. This past Nitro, they took the key to the suite or whatever it was.
Yes.
I've been unable to talk to them. Hopefully after today's pro, I can get with them because they've been friends of mine for a long time. They've been friends of Hogan for a long time. Hogan was friends of ours for a long time. But they took the key. They haven't said what side they're on yet. And I guarantee you, there's something rotten in this situation with the Nasty Boys.
See, something rotten, another chest.
Yeah, this was the period where they were teasing the Nasty Boys might join the NWO.
If they're trustworthy, the Nasty Boys say they're for themselves.
Can you imagine how shitty that would be if the Nasty Boys were part of like the original like little NWO group?
Oh, gee, what a shot. What a
Like
flash.
before they added everybody?
Larry, look what's going on outside the ring.
But Knobs is not the legal man.
But in the meantime, you got Stevie Ray out there dealing on Jerry Sags. What's that
Got him
all about?
dealing on
And there's
Jerry
Nick Patrick.
Sags.
He's nowhere to be seen.
I know it doesn't seem fair to you, but Knobs has got to stay in his corner. That way Patrick can come over just like he did there. Knobs is the one that blew it.
Now with the middle of the ring, you got Booker T and Jerry
Boom.
Sags. Scissor kick by Booker T, and Sags is down. Crowd shouting for nasty, but it's the Heat turning it up a notch here, Larry.
Well, the Heat, they're more hungry. They've had to go. They lost it, and these guys, they are not happy. Good tag right there. Sags is in trouble.
Normally when you get that many people in Florida chanting nasty, it's at a wet t-shirt contest.
Booker T yet to leave the ring.
Well, Patrick's on him.
Patrick's on him.
I'll tell you something about Harlem Heat. They look a lot better to me. They are better without the distraction of their colleagues, if you will.
Jerry Sags is like, I don't want to get all the way back in the ring. I'll just lay here.
Out with a game plan, but when they're out there with them, they seem to really be in a mess. I'm talking about the love triangle of Colonel.
I'm going to look out for that referee. Someone holding cable on the far side of the ring.
Heart-shaped bathtub with champagne and everything, watching this on television.
Side salto by Stevie
Side
Ray.
salto.
And here comes Booker T.
In the Harlem Heat, what teamwork?
Fancy boy.
Gets out of the ring. Here comes Booker.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Because of that, boy, he
It's
took
a
right in the shoulder.
flying whirling dervish.
Will be dislocated on that.
Trying to lift his right arm. He got the tag, though. Knobs got tagged.
Here comes Knobs. Knobs working on both members of Harlem Heat. Shoves Stevie Ray into the ropes. Off comes Stevie Ray, an elbow now by Brian Knobs. Whoa, got him. Drop. He's got him here. For the
shout out to Terry.
And now Jerry Sag's in the ring. He's got Booker T. It's Brian Knobs working on Stevie Ray. And now, what is Patrick holding him back for?
Well, Sags is not the
because he thought he was a rope.
He made the tag to Knobs. Knobs is legal. Nasty Boy's trying to get some teamwork in, but Patrick's got to push Sags out.
This is it.
Did he just try to rub his armpit on Nick Patrick's face?
And Knobs may have him here.
Watch this. This could be it. You count it now. Where is Patrick in the count?
He was distracted.
Yes, I do.
But also, he totally saw that.
He's going to get the end of this thing because Harlem Heat just beat the Nasty Boys.
Also, Brian Knobs kicked out of that, like so blatantly. God, can't do a fucking job to Harlem Heat. Come on, you dork.
I think by this time fans have to know it's okay to be disappointed, and it's okay to be mad. But when you see Nick Patrick do something like that, you can't be surprised at this point. You got to know that.
What the fuck was that finish? It was a mess. That's what it was. Yeah, I honestly think the Nick Patrick heel rough thing was just somebody noticed he sucked. It was like, shit, how do we explain this? We can't fire him because his dad runs the training school.
If you're so quick to quote chapter and verse out of Nick Patrick's book.
Lee Marshall's fucking obnoxious.
You see what's happening here? You see this kick behind the head, and you see the victory. Y'all are filibustering everything. We got the.
Y'all are filibustering.
Right here is happening to WCW. We are not focused.
We'll see you tomorrow night on
all right. So before we go, like I said, I'm back Sunday for Off the Grid, but of course, the mothership, Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, WCW Deep Cuts Live. This is what we're watching next Tuesday on Twitch.
You got it? All right, I got it, buddy.
Direct your questions to me.
Well, here's a question. A lot of people just don't like you. How about that?
All right, I'm sorry, I clicked away from that because I realized the year was wrong. Sorry, I clicked away from that because I realized the year was wrong. It's 1995 next week. Not 96, 95 next week. But nonetheless, thank you all so much for hanging out with me the last couple of hours for WCW Deep Cuts Live. What a joy. I love hanging out with you guys on Tuesdays. I'm gonna love hanging out with you guys Sunday night at 8 p.m. YouTube and Twitch. We're Off the Grid. We're going back to Baltimore for some United Independent Wrestling with our old friend Max Thrasher, the Bounty Hunter. It's gonna be great. So again, like I like to end these streams with, life sucks. It really fucking sucks. Especially lately, but life sucks. And I get it. But just make it the next Tuesday. That's all I'm asking. 7 days. I'm going to try my hardest. I hope you do too. Even if you don't make it here, as much as I'd love to have you here, I know life happens. So even if you don't make it here, just make it the next Tuesday. That's all I want. 7 days. We can all do it. My name's Tom. Right there. That's my name. Boop. Again, I'll have a new YouTube long-form video out about the most underrated WCW tag teams in the next couple of days. This has been WCW Deep Cuts Live. Go to bed.